Do you want to turn it down real quick? Just mute it. What's up, guys? How's it going? I know there's not anybody in here, but whatever. What's going on? I am here. We are going to go live. This is a viewer's choice thing. Anything you want to talk about, we can talk about. If you want to join the call, just let me know and I will add you to the call. So, that being said, behind me is Tattooed Mistress, or Heather. As you can see, we're in a hotel room, enjoying the lovely weather of Mankato, Minnesota.
And alcohol.
And alcohol. We were supposed to have Gina with us, but her son all of a sudden got sick. That was kind of the thing. We were trying to do it as a surprise, but her son got sick, so hopefully she'll join us when she gets everything taken care of at home. Other than that, we're just sitting here. We're going to do a viewer's choice, so whenever somebody decides to join, let's start. We can start the conversation. But she's going to tell you how awesome of a fucking boyfriend I am. Oh, are they still dismay? I was watching it, Justin, and I actually turned the channel. I'm not a big basketball fan, but I'm gonna. What's the score?
Last we saw it was 36.
That was at halftime.
27.
It was at halftime, 36-24. I can't remember what channel it is here in Minnesota, or where we are. 30. What's 54. 52-33. Holy shit! Because Loyola Chicago, I mean, they're not a really big college. This is to go to the Final Four, right, JB?
I believe it is, yeah.
Wow. It's kind of a big thing. I mean, that would be tied for the highest number seed to get into the Final Four, I do believe. I think George Mason was the last one that high that got in there. That would be pretty cool. I know.
At 54.
54-33. This is. Whew. No, I know. Who did they play? See, I didn't pay attention to it at all. I've been kind of busy, JB. So I honestly don't know who was supposed to. Who made it? I know my team wasn't in it. Wisconsin wasn't in it, so I didn't.
Oh, excuse me.
Yes, you hear the Skype. I'm actually adding somebody.
Somebody actually
JCS Matt. Is that Broken Matthew?
No. That's the one Matthew had typed with.
Oh. Okay. What's up, Bobby? LSU, VCU, and George Mason were all 11 seeds. That's right. I do remember. Okay. Nice.
Currently
Yes.
in a freaking blizzard at the moment.
Yeah, we had one where I am last night. We got like 10 inches. Loyola can match it. That would be pretty cool though. Actually talking to Justin if you aren't following the chat. Kansas State is beating Loyola right now, 54-35. If they win, they tie for the highest seed. I should say lowest seed to ever make it to a Final Four. Yep, I am like she can explain it, man. I went all over Mankato looking for this stuff called Not Your Father's Root Beer. I'm the man.
And he even remembered the bottle opener for it.
Yeah, I didn't actually. So when I went in there, I grabbed the liquor, all excited. Like I'm excited. She's gonna love me forever. I forgot to grab a bottle opener, so I had to go back in and use my card for 50 cents because I didn't have 50 cents on me. I'm dumbass. But how is the Bobbit doing today?
Currently snowed in.
You're snowed in? Why are you snowed in?
Well, we done got 6 inches and it's still coming now.
Cheers, Justin.
Yep. I had to come up to Mankato for work, man. It's okay. I don't mind it. I got a lot of shit done today. I also got more authorizations to go on just travel. I'm excited. I love driving. I don't know why it sounds weird, but I just always have. I tasted it. It's alright, but I don't know. It's an acquired taste for me. I'm not too much of. I'm more of a beer guy myself.
Miller Lite, the champagne of beers.
No, the champagne of beers is a Budweiser shit.
Okay. I tried there's Miller Lite. They have the fucking High Life commercials and all that.
Oh, the High Life. Miller High Life is good stuff. You're snowed in, huh? How much snow did you get?
Right now, 6 inches.
6 inches. I think we got more than that. We got like 10 here, where I am. Yep, Miller High Life. That's what it is. Thank you, Justin. I drink Miller products, and I can never remember. You're a whiskey guy? My mom would love you. Not a whiskey guy. Never really have been a whiskey guy. Last time I drank whiskey, I think I woke up naked on my floor, and it was just me there. So I don't know how I ended up fucking naked. At least
We're gonna have to experiment.
no, I'll never drink whiskey again, ever.
The reason why Skype wasn't showing up is because you haven't been.
Yeah, I know. It's right there.
Yeah, yeah,
I know. I do want to shout out this cool graphic was done by Drew's wife. Love the graphic. I love it. I just wanted that. Her name is Tara. Tara is the shit. Really?
Bobby got a new ringtone.
He did. He did. But yeah, so it's now 54-35 in the game. This blows my mind because I didn't even know Loyola made it, so it's kind of neat. I've drank just about every kind of beer. If I don't drink Miller Lite or if I don't drink Blue Moon, I usually sometimes drink Blue Moon beer. I will drink either Old Milwaukee Light or Milwaukee's Best Light. That's what I drink. Those are all right. I can handle those. Not much of a drinker anymore because I kind of ran into some problems with alcohol. So I try not to drink too much. But when I do, I drink Dos Equis. No, I'm just kidding. I don't drink Dos Equis. I drank an entire bottle of liquor. And then JB knows I called in to the show, monetize this one night, all liquored up.
After Irish Cream.
Mm-hmm. That was fun as shit that night. It was the Friday before Christmas. Sitting there watching the game. Bobbitt, you got anything you want to talk about, man?
No, really.
What were you guys talking about last night?
Oh, there were a whole bunch of different things.
Just talk about monetize this.
Oh, would you? Well, no. Oh yeah, I didn't know what happened. I had to work today, so I had to go to bed early. Why don't you tell me what happened? I don't even know what happened, to be honest with you.
Well, Famous B almost won, and then the Himmel God did a $2,500 donation.
The fucking Himmel God.
And so Ken won last night.
Oh, nice. Good. Sweet. I gotta use it. I've got scenes on. So, hey, look at me. Look
You're
at the
welcome,
screen.
by the way.
Yes, Heather did that for me. Look at Bobbitt. Me. Logo. Bobbitt. Logo. Me. Bobbitt.
Okay, cool.
What? Okay, cool. What?
Yeah, I figured that. I saw them all.
Oh. What's up, Rain? How's it going? What? Am I chopped liver? Oh. Taco sock! I'm not a taco guy, you know that though. Y'all can eat. And I explained, because my boss was actually with me today. She was there. And she knows, she's like, I explained to her why I can't eat tacos. Heather knows why I can't eat tacos. Why I can't eat spicy food. Why I can't have taco seasoning. Because it makes me, be not so well. Captain Poopy Pants. Captain Poopy Pants, that's what they call me. So I'm gonna be on here for probably about another hour or so, because I kind of want to get over to Ken's and watch his show, and then I think we're gonna call into a show tonight. So just throwing
Nice.
that out there, yeah.
I'm already on my second root beer here, so.
You know, I am doing wonderful, Rain. I am doing wonderful. Wonderful.
I'd call in, but I gotta take notes for the wrap up show tonight.
Okay.
Rain. It has nothing to do with the MSG or the salt. It's the actual spice to it.
Yeah, I can't have the fajita seasoning, dude. That's what kills me. It's whatever's in the seasoning. I can have salt. Salt I can eat all day. It messes up my stomach.
You're parching up storm last
Italian food kills me too, but I can't not give up on Italian food. I fucking love Italian food.
So do I. I could live on this stuff.
Oh, hey Chauncey, what's going on, man? How's it going? You guys pick a topic. Tell me what you want to talk about. If you want to come into the show, just let me know, and I will edge the call. I know Bobbit is on here with me, and he can turn on his camera if he wants, because he'll have the whole screen to himself.
Well, all right. You should have let off with that.
Well, nobody was here. It was just me, Justin, and Heather for a minute. See, look at Bob. It has his own screen, people. Look at that. Oh, now it's gone.
You're such an
There he's
Ass.
back. Now he's gone. And he's back. Now he's gone. And he's back. Well, now he disappeared. Where did he go? I erased him. Just kidding.
Keep up, I'll do the same thing he's doing. Play a video game over your basketball game.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm kidding.
No, you're fine. I don't much watch basketball, so I actually been paying more attention to Justin when. Really?
Yes, really.
Nice. Give me a second. Sorry. All right. And now we can see the chat. Can you see the chat, people? Hey, chat
No.
people, wave hi.
Yourself.
Wave hi. You want to talk about DC Comics, Chauncey?
I could do that.
I will. It's fine. I will let Bobbit take the lead on that because I know nothing. I'm not into that stuff. But hey, this is all about you guys. This is viewers' choice. I will let Bobbit take the lead on this. So Bobbit, go ahead. You and Chauncey. Chauncey wants to talk about the DC Comics.
Chauncey, did you want what about DC Comics? Did you want to talk about? Did you want to talk about the movies? You know, the best shows. What?
He says.
What's your preference, girl?
He wants. I want to talk about the DC Comic TV show. Which one?
Yeah, there's multiple of them.
You have to be more specific there, brother. Hey, Trek, what's going on? Because I can add you to the... No, not add. What the fuck is wrong? I'm retarded today. Excuse me. Oh, don't want to say that because I might get shut down. The new one that just came out, because the Krypton? That's DC, isn't it?
Yeah, Krypton is really good. The Flash.
You want to talk about the Flash? Like I said, that's all about you, and you're the only one on camera. I'll just flip through the thingy there.
The Flash is a really good show. Like Trek knows a lot more about it than I do. Like I'm more into the movies than I am anything else. But yeah. Well, yeah, because Krypton's about Superman. Superman's obviously DC because, you know, he's not Marvel.
And back to Bobbit.
See, if you didn't say anything, you wouldn't have known.
But yeah, go ahead, keep talking. I was just being funny.
No, I'm just waiting for more responses in the chat.
Oh, okay. This is honestly all about Bobbit.
Yeah, Trek. I like it too. Like I watched the first season, and I haven't watched anything past that because I'm not, like I said, I'm not really into the shows all that much. I'm more into the movies.
Can you stop moving?
It's like the Agents of Shield. Everybody's been telling me to watch that, and I just haven't yet. But I do recommend Punisher on Netflix, though. It's a really good series.
Yeah.
You can chime in anytime, Elias. We're just talking about, we're just rambling on here. Since we're getting cranked off of this interview. Season 4? Alright. Like I said, I might give it a chance once like the complete series comes out or something for it, like they did for Smallville. So. That's well, actually, I heard that too. I'm curious to check that out. The last like DC show that I fully watched was the animated series in Batman Beyond.
Put your clothes on, Heather. What's wrong with you? Just kidding, guys. She's not
What the hell are y'all doing over there?
We're drinking. That's what we're doing.
Well, keep your nudity on Pornhub.
Well, you can't even see it, so don't worry about it.
I don't want to see it.
Exactly my point. You can't see it.
I do have Netflix, Trek. Do you want Elias to call in, JP?
Yeah, I can add him. I don't.
Okay.
Do you have him? Because I don't. I'm on Heather's Skype.
Let's see. Good question, Mr. Baker.
I was called that about 1,300 times today. Don't ever call me that again.
Yep. Yeah, I got Elias.
Okay. Go ahead, and Elias, before you come on and say anything, let Bobby finish what he's saying. Go ahead.
And we'll introduce you.
But I will let you...
Sure. I'll give it a watch after we get doing my post tonight.
Hey, Elias, how's it going, man?
Yo,
What's a good word, man?
how you doing?
I'm doing
Good?
good. I'm doing really good. Tired, but I'm good. I had to work today.
Oh, I understand working. Me too, I'm working like 40 hours a week, so I'm fine.
Yep. I know what you mean.
Today I want to talk about the oncoming Avengers movie.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, we started with DC. We might as well go to Marvel.
Sure. Go ahead, man. Talk about it.
I heard rumors that someone is gonna written off this movie. So maybe you have an idea of who can it be?
I'm thinking it's going to be Iron Man because there's been rumors for a while now that Robert Downey Jr. is getting tired of playing Iron Man.
I have heard, and this is just hearing on Twitter, Pepper Potts, Iron Man's assistant or girlfriend or wife or whatever the hell she's supposed to be.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah, she's supposed to be the one that.
She can go. She's a fucking liberal cunt.
I'm going with Iron Man because who blames him? Maybe he's doing the same thing over again. Maybe he gets sick and tired of it.
Yeah.
Maybe someone is gonna replace him,
Yeah.
like Iron Man.
Yeah, I don't follow that stuff. So open forum. You guys can talk. That's why I have Bobbitt on here. He knows more about that stuff than I do. So I just heard that on Twitter that Pepper Potts might be the one that. Well, there's a theory as that she is the one.
So Bob, but who's gonna replace Robert Downey Jr. when he leaves?
I that's the thing. I don't know because I don't see them doing much more with the Iron Man character because, well, we're already up to the Infinity War angle, and
Yeah.
after this, they get a whole new Avengers team.
Yeah. So
It
like,
could literally
I
be
guess
anybody then.
I guess half of them will be written off in this one. Half of the Avengers will be gone by then.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's like and as a fan of Marvel, I don't want to see Iron Man dies. It's like this movie I started with Iron Man. Before every Iron Man was the only movie. Iron Man 3 was the not best, but it was how we say it, normal.
Right.
So yeah. So
I have seen all of the Iron Mans, and
David
the only reason I'm not a fan of Marvel is that right? That's Marvel
Yes.
is Iron Man, right? See, I don't know.
Yes.
I don't
Yeah.
follow all
Yeah.
that stuff. I really don't.
Anything with the Avengers
Yeah.
is Marvel.
There's just because I get like motion sickness from time to time, so I can't. And the busyness of the movie, like Star Wars, this last Star Wars movie, kind of
Throw 'em off.
threw me off kilter. it I had
Yeah.
to look away for at times because it's just too much for me. Too much, the
Camera angle changes.
yeah, just the explosions and all that. And explosions, I'm not a big fan of explosions. Anyway,
I didn't like Star Wars also. It was too much focus on camera angle and characters too much.
well, that's
This one,
That's Star Wars.
but
dude.
that's Star Wars though. It always
Yeah,
has
but-
been.
Without well, actually, that's any movie. Without character development of any kind, you have no story.
Yes, and there's a lot of people out there talking about how they made this movie into, and I just hear me out. It's all about the women, and I keep referring
Oh,
back
yeah.
to A New Hope on this angle. If you want to argue that point, I always say go back and watch A New Hope. Carrie Fisher is the one character. Princess Leia is the one character
Mhm.
that ensured that, hey, you guys need to stay on track. Give me that fucking thing, and then she's the one that starts shooting up shit. So I don't like the whole, well, this isn't SJ. It's all about women. It refer you back to the first three episodes. It was, if it wasn't for Princess Leia, we would not be where we are now, if that makes sense. Storyline wise. Does that make sense to you?
yeah, of course. Like, yeah, like
It's
It's-
just one of those things, and I just wanted to make that point before somebody said, well, that's just hooey pooey. You got to have character development anyway. And her, huh? And oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting used to this whole changing scene, so now you can see me. But the whole character development aspect of any movie, you have to have that because then it doesn't make the movie enjoyable. But you don't want to have, and I understand where you're coming from, you don't want to have too much character development because if you have too much character development, then it takes away from the movie itself. Does that make sense?
yeah,
But I just wanted to jump in there on that point. And like I said, the movie, the camera angles, Star Wars is always trying new things. That's just the way they are. That's the way George
Yeah.
Lucas was. That's the way George Lucas was.
like they're now signing Game of Thrones writers now to do Star Wars.
And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, like the first time maybe Game of Thrones is gonna do good with Star Wars. Like they're gonna bring some new, fresh people in it. Maybe they won't do completely Star Wars and Game of Thrones crossover, but that would never happen.
Right. Yeah, that just doesn't, that wouldn't fit with me at all. Because then it had to ruin Star Wars if they did that. Just keep,
Yeah, crossover with Game of Thrones would be horrible,
Yeah,
and the
but-
money would be too much.
It wouldn't make any
Because-
sense. It wouldn't
None
make any sense.
whatsoever, considering Game of Thrones is supposed to be medieval and Star Wars is the future.
Well, it's just in a different galaxy. Yes.
Yeah,
Well, it's
I-
still.
Futuristic. I get what you're saying. Yeah, it just, to me, if they did that, it just would not, it'd clash. It wouldn't make any sense. But,
yeah. So I'm done for now. But thanks for having me.
hey, no problem, Elias. Thanks for calling in, man.
Anytime, man.
All right.
See ya.
You bet. Have a great night.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Oops.
I put a question out in the chat. It was not Odin.
That one.
Go ahead. What's your question?
Who took the Infinity Gauntlet from Thanos in the comics?
I don't even know this one.
I don't even fucking know. I think he put it out to the chat.
Yes. Trek has the guess of Odin.
It was not Odin.
It was Bobbit! It was me all
Oh.
along! What did...
Once anybody else is going to say an answer, then I'll reveal who it was.
Is that them crystals? You know what I'm talking about?
What the hell are you talking about?
What is the gauntlet? Explain to me what the Infinity Gauntlet is, real quick. I haven't seen any of the movies, and I'm not going to watch them. So
It's
No, it was in the comic
It's this
book.
thing that Thanos puts on, and he puts the Infinity Stones into it. It's an all-powerful glove.
who took it?
Yes.
Hmm?
Lord, what's his name? Star-Lord. That's my guess. Son of a bitch!
Nope.
Yeah, because they were. Isn't that one in what's the name of the fucking movie?
Guardians
With
of
the
the
fucking
Galaxy?
Guardians of the Galaxy. They had the one crystal, the purple crystal.
That was completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Is that one of the Infinity Crystals?
Yeah, it's one of the Infinity Stones.
But it's only a stone. It's like a little gauntlet.
Well, I understand that. That's why I said, was it Star-Lord? What it was? Was it the raccoon? What's his fucking name?
It was not Rocket.
Okay, I'm done guessing, guys. I really don't know. Because that is about the only Marvel show movie I'll watch is Guardians of the Galaxy because it wasn't too bad.
I will reveal the answer now.
X-Men.
Somebody you don't think did, but actually did. Spider-Man.
That son of a bitch.
See, now if they actually incorporated that into the movie, Spider-Man would be interesting. But no, they had to make it trash.
I don't know. They could be faithful to the comics and get Spider-Man to do it. Who knows?
They would have done it already, though.
Whoops.
Roman, though.
I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing anymore.
So stop playing with
Oh, I'm having fun with this though.
it.
Not there anymore? There he is.
But expect that kind of trivia in my trivia questions for a Friday.
You're gonna lose your bottle.
It's very tempting.
I'm gonna be throwing some comic book questions at you girls.
Go ahead. I'm not gonna know any of them unless you ask me a Star Wars comic question.
Dude, I know so much about Star Wars. I can give you Star Wars questions.
Sure. Go ahead. Ask me a question. I may not know the answer because they've changed some stuff, but go ahead. I mean, I'll give it my best shot.
Okay, true or false? Before the expanded universe became non-canon, did Boba Fett survive the Sarlacc pit?
There's two different rumors. according to the rumor that I follow, yes.
Boba Fett stars everything.
Boba Fett, but now that he may have still, they haven't said. But I doubt that they'll have him in any of the movies again because
Isn't he supposed to have his own standalone movie?
they have not yet. They got to do Han Solo first.
Fuck Han Solo. Give me Boba Fett.
Hold on. Calm the fuck down. There's going to be more than one Han Solo movie.
Okay then. Fuck Han Solo. Give me a Boba Fett movie.
That'll probably be in the next one because him and Boba Fett have crossed paths before.
Boba Fett's crossed paths with every single character.
Exactly my point. No, not Luke Skywalker. Except for
He still crossed paths with them.
at the end of Return of the Jedi before he got
So?
knocked into the Sarlacc pit. I'm talking he has a history with, I mean a legit history. Like they have, Boba Fett's been looking for Han Solo for years.
I know this.
Boba Fett wasn't looking for Luke Skywalker for years.
I know this.
Okay.
Nobody knew Luke Skywalker existed
I know.
until the explosion of the Death Star.
She's preaching to the choir, people. But yes, according to the expanded universe, Boba Fett survived the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah.
They
That
still
just
have
proves
to
that Boba Fett's the ultimate badass.
This is why he needs a movie.
If you watch Star Wars Rebels, if you watch Star Wars Rebels and Star Wars the Clone Wars, I think he's in them.
Yes, he's in the Clone Wars.
He's like at the end of them.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe they actually brought back Darth Maul.
They had to do something.
Well, okay, so here, let me explain this real quick. Yeah, that's a big question. A lot of people are like, how is that possible? Think about this for a second, okay? What does heat do? It cauterizes. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
What is a lightsaber? It's heat, right?
Yeah.
So when Obi-Wan Kenobi cut him in half, it cauterized his.
That's how Darth Vader came about.
That's how Darth Vader survived.
Because if you remember, he was literally just torso and head on a raft going down lava.
Hmm?
Yeah. Yeah.
He was on the shore. He.
Whatever.
Don't be mad. Fucking explain myself. When Obi-Wan cut his arm and his leg off,
Mm-hmm.
he was doing the whole thing and he kept on sliding down and he was trying to pull himself up and he couldn't do it and that's when he said, hey, he caught on fire. He caught on fire on the shore. So he wasn't in a raft.
So
They were- they-
in a raft. They're
they-
on a raft.
They fought, but then they went to shore. Don't be mad.
I'm not being mad. I'm just wondering how you could just skip over my grammatical correction of yourself, but yet you grammatically correct me all the time.
What do you mean? I didn't know I was grammatically wrong.
They're not in a raft. They're on
They
a raft.
fought on a raft.
Yeah, but what you said was
In a raft, on a raft, around a raft, it doesn't matter.
I know where this can go tonight then.
Whoa! It can go on a raft. Jesus. So go ahead. You can ask some questions. That's fine. Bob it. It's all about you, brother.
Supergirl. Yeah. Well.
Negative Nancy today.
No. I really haven't watched the Supergirl, to be honest with you, Chauncey.
Hated Supergirl. So 2 episodes ago, she's a whiny little bitch. Alright, moving on.
What's up, Nick Struffle, however you say your name, brother? How's it going, man? Thanks for being here. Thanks for calling in, Elias. It's much appreciated, man. Anytime you want to call in and inquire, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Just as long as it's on topic.
Did you see what Trek put?
Nope, I did not. Boba Fett wasn't trying
to kill Han. He just wanted a good carpenter to help him make some shelves.
Oh, good lord, that's just so wrong.
Well,
It's wrong
according
on
to
so
the according to the Star Wars games on the fucking Famicom, Darth Vader turns into a scorpion.
See, that's not canon. You mean,
I wish I knew what the version of that movie that was, because I don't remember seeing that.
I've never followed that. That was just fan fiction, I think.
No, it was an actual like licensed game too. That's the sad thing.
Like I said, it's fan fiction bullshit. Don't believe any. The only thing that you need to worry about is when George Lucas or Kathleen Kennedy or Dave, I can't think of his name. Who made
I can't remember either right now.
Dave Filoni or Pablo Hidalgo come out with something, that is what you need to pay attention to. None of the other garbage that they talk about. That's who you follow. If they come out with something, it's canon. It's part of Star Wars. So, like, Star Wars Rebels is canon. It happened, according to Star Wars. Because Chopper, if you watch Star Wars Rebels, is in Rogue One, if you haven't seen it. And Hera Syndulla, she is called over the intercom in that movie. So, there's a little piece of knowledge for you. It's called an Easter egg.
Here's a question for you, JP.
What's that?
You getting the last Last Jedi Tuesday?
Jedi Tuesday. What? What are you talking about?
The new movie on Blu-ray.
No. Oh! Am I gonna get it? I have to wait till Wednesday, but yeah, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, I gotta wait till Thursday to get mine.
That's right. I don't want to forget.
I'm gonna get that in Justice League.
Say it again?
I'm gonna get that in Justice League, because I still haven't seen Justice League yet.
Have you seen episode 7?
Yeah.
Have you seen Rogue One?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you're...
It's just the last one, I think.
Okay. I have to find...
Because at the same time the last one came out, I had to shell out $900 for a hotel room for me and my dad.
Yeah. I'm also MLB 18 comes out the 27th, right?
Yeah, it comes out the same day as Far Cry 5 does.
That is the 27th?
Yeah.
So that's the same day that Jedi comes out. Right? Yeah. So that's where we're going.
We're going to Walmart, folks.
Going fucking mad.
Walmart adventure.
We're gonna go to GameStop in Madison on the 27th. About
We're
3.
talking about teas.
So I'm really going to. We're gonna go.
I know, I'm talking about taking me to GameStop.
I'm not teasing. We're gonna go to GameStop on fucking Tuesday.
To get your baseball game.
Okay, but did I? Well, actually, it's gonna be Wednesday because I don't get paid until Wednesday. I just have to shell out $300 for that though. So yeah, if anybody has any questions of me on Bobbit or Heather, go ahead and ask away. I don't know what knowledge Heather has for.
Since I've been drinking, not much.
Harry Potter.
Ooh, I can answer a lot on that.
If you have Harry Potter questions, I can answer Harry Potter. I love Harry.
Oh yeah, dude. I love Harry Potter.
Bobby can answer Harry Potter questions. I love Harry Potter. Harry Potter's a shiznit.
What?
Shiznit.
No.
fighting. We're not fighting, dude. We aren't even close to fighting. Oh, we're joke fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not fighting, man. She thinks I'm not gonna do something, but I am. She just doesn't know it yet. Thinking about later too. What? Why would you say that?
I think they know your voice compared to mine by now.
I know. That's why I said. Never mind.
Uh,
Bobby, you all right? You want to talk about it? We're a little concerned.
Yeah, just listening to y'all over there.
this happens
What do
with
you-
bad alcohol.
What are you playing, Bobby?
I'm playing a demo to this game that's coming out soon for the Switch.
Okay.
It's called Octopath Traveler.
Okay. You guys, if you want to talk about, I mean, seriously, guys, if you have game knowledge here with Bombit and Heather, I don't play. The only video games I play are sports games. Movie knowledge. This is how we're gonna do this on Saturday nights from now on. Everyone drinks in America. Who is your favorite wrestlers today? Today, my favorites are Shinsuke Nakamura. I love AJ Styles and Kazuchika Okada.
Bless you.
Okada from New Japan. He's the IWGP champion. Jesus Christ. I can say his name. Everybody makes fun of me.
I do that with every Japanese name except for Shinsuke Nakamura. This is
Bless
the only
you.
one that does not sound like a sneeze.
She just no-sold me on the sneeze.
Yes,
What-
I did.
But those I love. I'm not a big fan of Roman Reigns. I put up with him. I like John Cena to a certain extent. But my favorites of all time are Stone Cold Steve Austin and Sergeant Slaughter's another favorite of mine. Just I love the way he talked, the way he acted. Randy Macho Man Savage, loved him. I loved his work. I loved Ted DiBiase. He played a perfect heel. Didn't care for the Ultimate Warrior because he had one move. What do you want to know about Impact Wrestling, Chauncey? I can tell you the only thing that I care about in Impact Wrestling, because it is the most god-awful promotion because they don't do shit right, is Austin Aries and Rosemary. And that's it. I like Allie too, but that's about it. There's nothing good about that company. I don't know why you watch it. They're about to go under anyway. They've changed their name like 15 times in less than a year. They don't know if they're coming or going. They don't know if they're going to be able to put on a show next week. I don't know why anybody would enjoy that product. It just don't make sense. I feel bad for Rosemary and everybody there because they have talent, but they're worse than the WWE when it comes to fucking booking.
Okay, I gotta quit drinking because I just now noticed that
Loyola? She can't even say it.
No, I can't.
Loyola?
Loyola, whatever. I don't fucking care. I'm not gonna be watching this ever again, so. I just realized that they're stealing the Gryffindor scarves.
They do. That you just caught that?
I just caught that.
I did.
said I need to quit drinking.
No. So
I was like, no! I want number 3 of the 6-pack.
I understand. I'm not going to get you anymore. Slow the fuck down. I love Asuka too. But, well, fuck, that's Bobbit. Jesus Christ. I love Asuka too, man. Asuka, if I had females,
His favorite's Daniel Bryan, by the way.
there's nothing wrong. I like Daniel Bryan too. I'm skeptical about his comeback. I hope it works.
That's exactly what I said right there.
Exactly what the Tattooed Mistress said. We talk about this all the time. So,
I don't know
I-
why you keep looking
I'm getting on board with the Daniel Bryan return, but yeah, there's nothing wrong with Daniel Bryan. I don't mind Daniel Bryan. I hope they do him right. They need to put, if he is full on ready to go, they need to put him right back in the mix. Let him get some matches under him. Let him get his, because there's another guy. Him and Finn Balor never got to defend they had to relinquish their title. Daniel Bryan had to relinquish his titles. He never got a rematch for him. So, that being said, you like Omega, Bobbit? I like Omega too. I just not. The thing with Omega is he's overhyped. Think about why I'm saying that. He's good. He's the best American wrestler out there right now, in my opinion. He is better than Roman Reigns. He is. He's right up there with AJ. The problem with Omega is it's hard for me to explain because I don't want people to think that I'm being a dick. I have not seen him go up against the best competition I've seen him and winning matches. He's got to win his. If he would have fucking beat Okada last year at Wrestle Kingdom, I would say he's probably top 2, top 3. Right now, he's ranked number 6. I hate Budweiser. Budweiser sucks fucking ass. It's horse piss. I'm drinking Miller Lite.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I know.
John
Well,
Cena
just
a lot
tell
more
us how
good
you really
farther
feel,
back in
JP.
the day than 2002.
I don't want to talk about TNA back in 2002 to 2000. It really wasn't that great. It was all about Jeff Jarrett. Fuck Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett. You want to talk about person burying fucking talent? Is Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett is the barrier of talent. If anybody wants to know how to bury talent, go ask Jeff Jarrett. He knows how to do it. That's my opinion.
I bet you marked out every time they play the clip of Jeff Jarrett knocking out that midget with the guitar.
Yeah.
You do not understand a single word he said, huh? What are you doing?
Just looking, fucking around. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing anymore.
Do you ever?
Nope.
I have. What is that split?
I'm learning though. I'm learning.
Hey, Steve is in here.
Hey Steve, what's going on? I see they're suggesting students throw rocks at shooters.
Oh dear God! Yes, when they did the march out for the students, they were giving rocks in case they were shooting.
I don't get what.
When the students did their walkout, they were given rocks in case there was a shooting. Because, yes, of course, it makes perfect sense. There's school shootings going on, so let's march outside and make ourselves easy fucking targets.
That's the logic of today. What will happen when Triple H takes over?
Things get better, hopefully.
I said this a couple of weeks ago. I said this on Thursday, and I'll keep saying it. I think WWE is actually turning a corner. I think they're turning a corner. Slowly but surely, they're taking a wide turn, but they're turning the corner, I think. Roman Reigns, his promo work has been really good the last month. His wrestling is what I like about Roman Reigns, but he needs to work on his promos. Once he gets that down, he needs to turn heel though. That's the thing. The WWE, it scares me that WWE will not do it. Because think about this.
The whole problem is they want to do it, but they want to keep him as the same Roman Reigns. They can't do that.
And all the John Cena fans and Bob, and hear me out. That's why John Cena gets half boos and half cheers, is because they will never turn him face or heel. They want to turn the fans would fucking pop if he turned heel.
Well, they did try.
That-
Like a Dr. Thugonomics.
But it worked because he got over.
No, that was his heel mode.
Yes, but it got over. That gimmick got over. Then they turned him face because he was in that feud with.
I love you, Trexter.
I agree, Trekopedia. They will fucking fire Kevin Dunn. That'll be Triple H's first move in the WWE. Because I think with what Triple H, because he is taking over 205 Live. I still have not watched 205 Live, but I've heard it's gotten better.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got
I'm-
Spud in there as GM now.
I'm
so.
going to pass judgment on the day of WrestleMania. We'll see what kind of match they allow them to have. If Triple H says give them 15 minutes, I don't care if it's on the pre-show. As long as they give them 15 to 20 minutes, I'm okay with it. Oh, I'm going to show you Force Awakens.
I saw it in theaters. IMAX.
I've seen it 3 times.
I only needed to see the midnight release of it too.
Oh. So we'll see what happens. But I do see Triple H the Turner's starting to corner.
The company is
that
starting
old
to turn in
age.
the corner.
Yes. Go ahead, Bobby.
That old age is getting to you.
Here we are. More. It's the reason I say that they're turning the corner. If you go on Twitter and try and find Kevin Owens, you won't find him.
You need to go for Kevin Steen.
You can look for Kevin Steen. I don't know what Sami Zayn has done.
I haven't looked actually.
So, Kevin Owens is not. What? What?
My phone.
Oh.
I'll look right now.
Kevin Owens was Kevin Steen in the Indies. So, what's going to happen? They're not really fired. They're just playing the gimmick. But they're doing it the right way. They're not.
That's why they had Daniel Bryan say, "I've been fired before, and I'm back."
So, they'll be back. Something's going to happen where they're going to come into the building like Tuesday or something. WrestleMania week. You aren't going to see him next week. So we have 2 weeks till WrestleMania, technically. This Monday, they're going to have Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon kind of start becoming a fucking team again, if that makes sense. This is what I see. And then nothing after that. And then the following week, they're going to have them two out there fucking talking about blah this, blah that. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to show up. And don't be surprised if they go with Kevin Owens being called Kevin Steen either.
Yep.
Just a thought. Just a thought. Christian is too old, man. He's like almost he's almost as old as me.
He's still Sami Zayn.
Well, I think he was Sami Zayn, but he doesn't have the WWE on the end of his name. So
He has it down there.
no, yep. Well, whatever. Sami Zayn's a dumbass, but whatever. It don't matter. Christian will never wrestle again. He can't. He actually has that same thing that Edge does, I think. He has a case of it. It's just not as bad as his.
No, with Edge, it's his neck
Yeah.
that he can't wrestle. With Christian, it's the concussion type.
Okay, so he did have legit concussions. He cannot go. He can't. He can't. He said he can't anymore. He would love to get back in the ring, but he can't. So. But yes, I see Triple H when he takes over. They're, like I said, the corner is starting. They're starting to turn the corner. It's going to take a little bit. Let them build to it. Let them build to it.
There's a lot that needs to be fixed, so it's going to take a little bit for it to happen.
They can get rid of that fucking god awful fucking graphics that they like. Fight Owens fight. Like I know. Like I need to fucking see that. We know. We get it.
Hey, JP.
Yes.
Got some breaking news.
Let me hear it.
Lola Chicago is going to the Final Four.
Oh yeah, we just finished watching it. The game.
Oh, okay.
I thought you had like fucking wrestling news or something, man.
I'll shut up now.
No,
No, you don't have to.
you don't have to. You got anything else?
Other than getting pissed off to these stupid student protests, not really.
Trust me, you're not the only one.
Oh, you want to hear a Twitter story? So I don't know if anybody knows, but on the 23rd, there's a bunch of people that I explained to them. I said, that's what they want you to do is get off of Twitter. Not Twitter itself, but the people that are on there telling you, blocking you or doing what that Evan fucking did to fucking Joe.
So it could be their happy little world of
So
them
that
just
they can-
agreeing all with each other.
So they can sit there and talk shit about the fucking conservative right and not have anybody to argue with, which is what they want because they feel that they are right and you are wrong anyway. I had this one guy, and I don't know if he's responded to me. Oop, maybe. I got on there and I said, I'm not going anywhere. I will stay here and I will fight. And nope, he still has not. Oh, something. That's it. See, this is funny. So, my military upbringing is I stay and fight. I don't quit. I don't surrender. I don't retreat. Okay? They wanted me to join them in shutting down Twitter. I'm like, no, because that's what they want you to do. And I understand. I told her, I understand, not saying don't do it. I will continue to make liberals miserable on here for as long as I can. That, my friend, is exactly what they want you to do. That's what she tweeted to me. I said, yep, I am a former military, so I stay and fight if I have to. I never surrender. Not saying that you are. That is my mentality. I got your back. And she goes, thanks for the cover. And I said, we all have our part to play. And I take that part. I take that part on with the fight of a lion. This motherfucker says yours is making hot air and not following through. And I said, let me see.
You responded to him, I don't think you know me that well.
Yeah, I said, I don't think you know me that well. I said, you don't know me very well, do you? And I said, say something, I dare you. He said something. I'm going to respond right now with, is that all you have?
He's going to come back with typical liberal.
Sit there and be quiet.
Ooh,
Adding like a
that's JP in line.
Well, if he doesn't respond to me within like the next 2 minutes, I will say good boy. So, Yeah, so
Hey,
if you,
Gina.
and I don't know who's all the liberal in my chat. You can, whoever you want, but like I said on Thursday, hey Gina, like I said on Thursday, or was it last night?
I don't
Did I-
keep a running record of what you said.
Oh, I said if you don't want me to say something, no, it was Thursday night. If you don't want me to say something, then don't put it on Twitter. Because I will fucking say something, because I don't care.
Nick, I agree with you because we sit there and pander to all the fucking crybabies that have no spine.
It's true. That is true. Hey, Gina's in the chat. I don't know if y'all know her son got really sick. My thoughts are with him. I hope that he is feeling better. Just tell him to drink plenty of fluids, water, and juice. That's what helped me.
Flat ginger ale helps with
That
stomach
too.
issues.
That too. Gina, if Gina wants to join the call for the last 15 minutes or so, she can.
Mhm.
I have to make I gotta go to the little boys' room. Even though I'm not little, but I have to go to the men's room. I'm gonna have Heather take over the chat. You put a shirt on though.
I have a shirt on.
No, I mean you can put a fucking shirt on. I'm just kidding. I will be back in a minute. I also need to grab a beverage. Oh, I'm gonna take my phone just in case this fucking cocksucker cock messages me back.
Just don't drop it. Shit! How you motherfuckers doing? Now that I moved closer and don't have to yell. Any other topics, Bobbit?
Games you're excited for this year?
There hasn't been a game I've actually been excited for a while.
Hey, Gina, if you want me to, Miss Heather.
Sure.
Okay.
Bobbit's having me.
You can sit back now.
I actually must know that, so you see. I'm looking on camera.
So I'm back. So this motherfucker didn't respond, so I'm just gonna say good boy. Done. Alright, what's up? Sorry.
He's not sorry.
Hey Gina, how's it going? How's Austin feeling?
Hey, he's doing good. He's resting. Thank God for anti-nausea medication.
Like I said, Gina was gonna join us tonight, but like I said, Austin got sick, so it's okay. We only live about 3.5 hours away, so it's not like we'll never see each other again.
Exactly. I just told Heather, I'm like, I'll have to like drive and meet you guys halfway sometime or something.
We can meet in La Crosse. It's about halfway,
Yeah.
I think.
I've
Something
never
like
been to Wisconsin, so
Yeah, La Crosse is only like an hour and a half away, I think, from you.
that's not
It's about
bad.
another 2.5 hours for me, but that's fine. We can meet in La Crosse.
Yeah,
That'll be
Jeff.
fun. That'll be fun.
right?
Read. We get a hotel room
God,
and
no.
we'll get a hotel room and do something. Whatever.
Right? Get drunk and jump in the pool.
There you go. Winner,
Holy
winner,
clothes.
chicken dinner.
This hotel has a pool. I'm kind of tempted to just go run down and jump in just like this.
Right? There you go.
So weird.
You still love me.
That's true. But I'm weird too. But yeah. So, how long were you at the hospital for then, Gina?
Altogether, it was about 4 hours.
Good Lord.
Yeah, we were sitting there in the emergency room for Christ, I want to say it was like 3.5, a little over 3.5 hours before we. Well, I'm going to say it was probably about an hour or so before the doctor actually got in there initially, and then it was probably about 3.5 hours before they came back with the results.
Wow.
And like the sad part was the emergency room wasn't even busy.
Really?
It was pretty quiet.
Wow. That's insane. It's insane. I know our healthcare system's fucked up, but that's crazy.
Well, and I was starting to get really irritated and pissed because all he wanted to do was just go home. He just wanted, the comfort of his own bed and to sleep.
Right. And,
Yeah.
And that is what most kids want. I mean, you could have probably taken better care of him than they did. Because, it turned out... Now, did he have a touch of it, or did he have full case of influenza?
He has full-blown influenza. But luckily it's strain B and not A, so hopefully it'll only last about 3-4 days, because I know influenza A, that shit lasts forever.
And it can kill you.
Yeah, I had it one year and I thought I was legitimately dying.
Yeah, I remember I had influenza A once and I was hallucinating. I had it.
Oh, yeah.
I was hallucinating. Like I seen myself running into the forest. Like, I'm still laying in bed. What the fuck is going on? I was like 10 at the time, I think.
Yeah, I remember my mom, this was just like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, but my mom actually ended up having to take off of work to help me take care of the kids because I couldn't function at all.
Yeah, but how it takes them 3.5 hours to diagnose influenza.
Yeah, well, and the sad part is normally it only takes about not even an hour to run a blood test. Or actually, it wasn't. They took blood, and then they took the swab thing up the nose that they do for the influenza test. So that usually takes less than an hour.
Okay.
So I really don't understand. We were waiting for so long. I could see it if there was like a trauma patient that came in or something. I'm cutting out.
Just a little bit. You're fine. I think
It's our end, not yours.
Yeah, it could be us.
Oh, I was gonna say I turned my camera on, so that might have been it. But
now I just
yeah.
gotta look at Bobbit. Jesus Christ, he's playing. What are you, Bobbit? Quit sticking that up your nose. I'm just kidding.
He's testing for influenza.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God. So how do you guys like Mankato?
It snowed a lot. How much snow did you get?
It was like 9.5 inches, I think.
What we got here.
Yep.
We were only split. They said I watched the Weather Channel before I actually fell asleep last night. They said 1 to 3. I'm like, it won't be too bad. I woke up and my car was completely covered.
I would love to know like what weather guy that was, because
I
they've been calling.
I want what he's been smoking.
Exactly, because I sent Heather yesterday already, or the day before, whatever it was. I sent her. They were calling for 7 to 9 inches.
Well, it's the funny part because it was the Weather Channel alert on the bottom of the TV screen that was saying 1 to 3 inches for Mankato.
Oh my gosh. Well, whatever you do, just don't watch Channel 12 news, because that's the foot guy.
Okay.
The weather dude. Bobbit knows who I'm talking about.
I remember.
The what?
The foot guy.
The foot guy.
Yes, he's obsessed with feet. And more specifically, Gina's feet.
He's obsessed
He's
with-
super, super creepy.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah.
The forecast for today, Gina's feet.
It's so creepy. I can't even watch my own weather station. Like, oh.
Right? Oh my God.
Oh, I still remember the memes we made about that. That was
that was-
hilarious.
Not fun. Kids are jackasses. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Oh yeah, you know, we do our best, especially Cardinal.
Well, you know what, Drew? He's getting there.
You can switch the channels this way you're on camera.
I keep forgetting.
She's
She's yelling at me because she set up the scene thing for me, and
As per his request, folks.
I keep forgetting to change it. Why do I always have to be on camera? Drives me nuts. I'm just kidding. But no, I was really looking forward to you coming up here, Gina. But hey, I get it. Son's sick, and it happens.
I know, I felt so bad too because I was messaging Heather and I'm like, I feel so fucking bad because you guys are in my area and this isn't cool.
No, I'm
You know,
up
like
here for work
canceling it last
anyway.
minute.
I'm up here for work anyway, so it's really no big deal. So I had a reason to come up here, and I still can come. I might be coming back up here in the summer for their
Okay.
family day. So
Yeah, like I said, we plan on moving down south. So, I mean, we're definitely going to have to get together before I move.
oh yeah, well, I mean, Christ, I'll be up there next month in La Crosse. Anyway,
Yeah, or like I said, I mean, one of these times, you know, we can get together, we can meet, like, I don't know. Fuck, I could probably make a trip down to Drew, too. I don't know.
right. Well, I'll be down there next month for sure.
Oh, you said the interstate's down, Mom? Yeesh.
What?
What?
They shut down the interstate over here.
Oh,
Oh, your interstate. Okay. I'm like, what? Yeah, they weren't going to shut down any of the interstates. If you don't like me being on camera, don't watch, dickhead. Just saying. I'm just kidding, Merge.
I'm gonna sit back.
Now you're stuck with me, asshole.
oh goodness.
Just kidding.
So how was the app that you guys ate at?
The Applebee's? It's alright.
Yeah,
It's Applebee's.
I only
It's
asked
the
be-
same.
What'd you say, Gina?
I only asked because the one that we have in New Ulm is horrible.
Oh.
So I wasn't sure if like the one in Mankato was under same management and it had gotten just as bad. I was kind of hoping not.
Yeah, actually, the food wasn't too bad. It's pretty good. I enjoyed it.
But
He has leftovers.
I have leftovers, so I could have given them to you. I'm just kidding.
I would have been like, you better have mashed potatoes.
No,
They're mashed
actually,
potatoes.
oh my God.
There we go, Bob's.
We have Bob's. I
You're
don't-
getting jealous that my boobs were in camera.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to show you up, Heather. I'm sorry.
I know, it's only right. Yours are
Oh my-
better and bigger. I get it. I bow to the master of the Bobs.
I'm the teeny weeny itty bitty polka dot bikini one over here with my fucking non-existent training bra size boobs.
Oh, come on.
What was in that, Gina?
How do we always get back on boobs? Like that's
I wasn't even on it. Bob it. I said, oh Christ, Bob
Well,
it.
actually, it's because I said to Merch, besides you get boobs in the background in the chat, and that's what started that.
Oh, okay. Hey, Merch, stop staring at my girlfriend's boobs, you dickhead.
Ooh, you would
Now he has mine to stare at.
There we
So
There you go. There you go. Is that better for you? You son of a bitch. Complaining. This motherfucker's complaining because I'm on camera.
Oh, he wants to know if there's any chance you're gonna fall out of the chair again.
No, because this one actually doesn't. I could probably do
Don't.
it, but I'm not going to.
I cannot pick him up, people, so please do not encourage him.
Yee. Whoa! I'm just kidding. That was funny though. That was funny. What was the other thing? Oh, the dog. Did you see that? Fucking son of a bitch. That
I
hurt.
sure did.
Because
I saw it. I actually saw it through TSS's video. I didn't mean to cut you off, but
No, you're good. Go ahead.
But yeah, that's where I saw it, was through TSS's video, because I don't remember where I was that night, but I missed it live.
Yeah. No,
And also,
the thing is
He had a treat. And
no.
Around.
Before that, I'm old. They sag. I sat on them before that, earlier that night when I was doing my show, and then Heather was doing hers, and I'm just sitting there playing with the dog. Because if you ever watch him do a treat, he does this whole thing when he's bouncing, he throws his hands up. It looks like he's like doing the fucking.
You're giving TSS more material, dude.
I don't care. He's doing the whole, I'm this guy, whatever. If you've ever seen it, people doing that stupid fucking dance. And fucking. He does that. And then he just decided to jump on my nuts, and I threw the fucking thing in the air, and he's like watching it. If you didn't catch that part, he's actually watching it.
Yeah.
He almost caught it in the process. What now?
Stop it! What are you doing?
I would like to get that I might do that as a donate. If I can get the donations to work, I can't do it like they do on Monetize This and Joe and them guys. I don't know how to do that.
We can have a talk with Ken. Actually, he uses OBS, so it'll be something completely different. Actually, no, it'd be through Streamlabs still, so we can talk to Ken off air.
Yeah.
See how he does it.
Okay. Well, whatever. But yeah, so that night was not fun. I hurt for a good day. I still hurt the next day from it. Not gonna lie. But it was fun.
Oh.
Everybody got their entertainment out of it. Whatever.
I got my entertainment the other night when I popped on your stream, and you were high as a fucking kite.
Oh. Well, the thing was, I pulled a muscle in my back.
Oh, yep.
So I was on, and I forgot to bring it this weekend. That's why I'm drinking. I'm not gonna drink and take pills again because I had a headache the next fucking morning.
But
I wasn't.
Fucking how loopy you were with that show. I had to show him, and he had no fucking clue.
Yeah, I didn't even know what the fuck I was saying.
yeah, it was quite entertaining.
Yeah, I was on Tizanidine, and it helped me sleep. Is the nortriptyline, because I took nortriptyline with it and gabapentin. Gabapentin it doesn't make me tired. It's just one of those. It heals. It heals a nerve. It heals nerves. It's not a muscle relaxer. It heals nerves. The Tizanidine is a muscle relaxer. Nortriptyline's an antidepressant. It helps battle depression. It helps me sleep. So I was on that, and yeah, that's why I was higher than a kite. And then I drank and took a pill.
Yes.
Which.
So you took the muscle relaxer.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I took it Tizanidine. I didn't take the nortriptyline. Because if I would have taken the nortriptyline and then the Tizanidine and then drank, I probably would have woke up naked in the living room.
I would have ended up in the hospital.
I was just going to say, or not woken up at all.
Maybe. But yeah, I didn't. I was never going to do that again. I promise. Never. Heather gets to meet my daughter next weekend.
Oh, that's awesome.
And my
Are you
grandson.
excited?
I am.
And my grandson. And my
You're making
grandson.
me a grandma by proxy. I'm not even 40 yet.
By proxy. You'll be alright.
I know.
That's okay, Heather. At least you're not like one of these 19-year-olds that get married to like a 50-something-year-old guy and then they're a grandma at 19.
Right?
I put this out there right now. If JP and I do go separate ways, and I start going that track, please kill me.
What? I don't. What the fuck? Are you, what? Hold on. What?
If we go our separate ways because things just for whatever reason do not work out,
Okay.
and I go into that route of dating somebody who's triple my age,
Oh.
please shoot
Triple
me.
your fucking age. You're 32
Two.
now. So 30. That's 96.
Hey, it's happened.
Fucking.
Thank you, Gina.
Anna
fucking-
Nicole.
Fucking
Anna
I
Nicole.
was just gonna say Anna and fucking Nicole Smith over here.
Or even double my age. You fucking shoot me.
64. Well, fuck, I'm 45. Almost 64. I feel like I'm almost 80.
Oh God.
I'm probably gonna feel like that tomorrow.
Oh, you don't have to drive. I do.
I know.
I don't have to work tomorrow, which is a good thing, so I can sleep in.
Hey, Merge, where you been? He always wears a hat. Whether it be the one I made him.
Wait, JP,
Yes.
aren't you 90 already?
Look at what you started.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about whoever I move on to next. If him and I do not work out.
It will. I think it will.
I
'Cause
think it will.
I was talking to my boss today because she's like, so you went to get your girlfriend that you met last week, you know, the week that I told her what I was doing, and I'm like, no, we've been talking for like 6 months. It's like, oh, so it wasn't like one of those
Insta
date things. I'm like, no. Because I wouldn't do
Goes,
that.
hey, I just met you.
Say it again?
I don't know that song. I just met you and this is crazy. Came in like, what is that song? Here's my number, so call me maybe.
Yeah.
It just popped into my head. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Yeah. No, it wasn't one of those. I mean, I was telling her we Skyped every day. You know, she helped me co-host a show. And then I told her that we were going to meet you, which unfortunately didn't happen, and that because she was a former co-host on SmackDown, which you're more than welcome to come back when you're out of school or whatever, of course. And then it'll be you, me, Bobby, and if Drew ever decides to fucking show up. But
He doesn't need us anymore. He's gone on to greater pastures.
yeah, okay.
I would say something to that, but I'll be nice.
I love Drew. Drew's my boy. But yeah. So.
Yeah, it was. I was really looking forward to like meeting you guys tonight and everything, and then. Blah.
That's okay. I mean, family comes first. I get that, and I'm all about family because I wouldn't be doing my job that I have now if I didn't think that families came first. So.
Yeah. Well, I wish I would have known that you guys like actually got into town yesterday. For some odd reason, I was thinking you guys weren't getting into town until Saturday.
Oh.
So if I would have known you guys got into town yesterday, then I would have met up with you guys earlier yesterday afternoon before that storm or anything even,
Well, we have
started.
double beds actually, so
Yeah.
if the roads have gotten too bad, you and Bells could have stayed in this bed.
Right?
Or you could have even brought Austin too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say then Austin's at home going, Mom, where the hell are you?
Well, right. You could have brought him too. I mean.
Yeah. There's a chair.
Why?
There's an ottoman.
You could lay on the floor. I'm just kidding. There's a pool here and everything. There's a family fun center across the street. So,
You got
Even
Five
a
Guys
fun
and
center.
Applebee's around the corner.
you know.
Wait, I'm trying to. What's around the corner?
Five Guys and Applebee's.
Yeah.
Okay, I know exactly where you guys are at.
Yeah.
Yeah. How you like that roundabout? I fucking hate that roundabout.
Fuck that shit.
I hate that roundabout.
You want to hear the story about the roundabout yesterday? So we get into town and it's like, so because I've never been here, so I had to use my Google Maps and like Siri, how they give you directions.
Yep.
And she's like, take the third exit on the circle thingy. I'm like, the third exit, there's fucking, what do you mean exit? There's no exit on a fucking roundabout, you dumbass. Either I go around the roundabout or I go onto another street.
That's an exit.
No.
That's nice.
Thank you, Gina.
You know what I mean. But you go around the roundabout. I don't see, in Wisconsin we don't say that.
Those roundabouts are the dumbest thing that was ever invented.
Yes, they are. But everybody, it reduces accidents. Have you ever been on a fucking roundabout with a fucking semi?
Oh, let's put it this way: the roundabout that you were on in Mankato. Imagine that in the middle of Christmas time, because we have the mall Like there's the River Hills Mall in that
Yep.
location.
Yep.
Kohl's, J.C. Penney, like all of those major stores are right in that location.
Yep.
Christmas time, let's just put it this way. Last time I was up there in Christmas time, I had 4 kids in my car. It was Austin, Bella, and then 2 of Austin's friends. Every kid in my car was screaming their head off when I got on that roundabout because they were terrified. Because there was cars coming every which direction.
I was calling people cunts and everything yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
The one, I can't remember what it was. The one dude, I did it today because the one guy, I had somebody cut me off this morning.
Oh yeah, man. Mankato drivers are just, they're assholes.
He's like, I'm like, the light turned green, I'm going, right? I'm thinking this guy is dumb enough to just pull out in front of me. Now, this dumb fucker was dumb enough to pull out, and almost fucking did a donut in front of me. I almost T-boned his ass. I'm like, Jesus Christ, and I got on his ass. I'm like, go ahead, slam on your fucking brakes, dumbass. I'll run you right into the fucking ditch. I don't care. And I'll keep going.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
so
the drivers up in Mankato are awful. Mankato's a pretty decent town.
Right. Yeah, it is.
So-
It's a beautiful town.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty decent town. It's nothing compared to where I live. Like, if you would drive the 45 minutes this way, then you would be like, where the hell am I? Because you're out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Ask Heather. Where I live, it's the same thing.
That area is kind of like my area where I came from.
Well, I'm talking about the seclusion. I mean, there's my city or my town, and then there's nothing for about 10 miles.
Yeah, well, here, the neighboring town is 13 miles away.
Yeah.
And then, you have my town, which is literally a speck on the fucking map. And then the next town going west would be 15 miles away.
Yeah, it's about like Dodgeville. I mean, Mineral Point's about 7 miles, but that's even smaller than Dodgeville. But yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Like the closest city is Madison, which is like 35 minutes away.
Yeah, Mankato is the biggest city around here, actually, and that's 45 to 50 minutes from me. Well, I take that back. It takes me about an hour to get there. It's about a 63 miles, I think, from where I live.
Right. Yeah, so Chauncey wants to know if I can do a swanton bomb. Chauncey,
Dude, are you trying to kill him?
I'm 45 fucking years old. I can barely climb a ladder. So the answer is no.
I can do a crippler crossfit,
I did a crippler crossface on my
but other than that,
I can do a Bowflex impersonation. Too soon?
Oh, you know.
bitch. Good
I
grief.
did it to my 7-year-old niece. She was laughing.
Dude, my mom used to put me in a crippler crossface all the time. That shit hurt.
Well, I wouldn't crank on her neck either. I would just put my legs. You know how Benoit I put her in the yes lock.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't crank on her neck, which is how that works. Because if you're putting pressure, it's putting pressure on the shoulder and the fucking the neck. She's just like laughing. She thought it was like the funniest thing in the world. I'm like, kid, you are on dope. This don't hurt. I mean, just the slightest pressure, I must have been doing it wrong. Whatever. I don't care. I didn't want her. That wasn't my
Right.
intent. I was just playing.
When Austin was little, he was obsessed with Jeff Hardy. So he would be doing swanton bombs and freaking twist of fate and all that stuff off my mom and dad's couch, my couch. Like, he broke so many of our couches doing that shit. He did that all the way up until he was probably about 12 years old.
So, merge. It's all about the what the fuck is a solo flex? You mean a bow flex? What are you talking about? What's a solo flex?
I think a solo flex is similar to a bow flex, but I don't know.
Wait a second there. You started with Blowflex. Can we go there first?
Blowflex.
That's what
It's
you
a
started
Blowflex.
with.
Not what I meant to say, but apparently my mind is somewhere else right now.
Apparently.
Right.
You get a blowjob. You get a blowjob.
Oh, God, not that.
Right
No.
there.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord help me.
You son of a bitch. Fucking Bowflex. Benoit's Bowflex is back. You motherfucker. You son of a bitch. Gina's got something to say to you, Benoit's Bowflex, you motherfucker. Say it, Gina.
Oh.
What's so funny about the fucking...
Yeah, exactly. What is so funny about suicide and murder? Answer me that.
You
Tell
son
me
of a...
that.
You son of a bitch.
No, I don't want another one.
Oh my god. So you ready for WrestleMania, Gina?
I am, actually. I'm really excited about it now. Got a really good lineup coming.
Oh my god. Did you see what he put in the chat there, Gina?
Bowflex for the Hall of Fame. How about my fist, your face?
Oh, good girl.
He said, what is so funny about murder suicide? And Benoit's Bowflex put, because he said, he used me, girl. I'm undefeated. That makes
Oh, God.
no fucking sense. But okay, Bowflex. If you say so, jackass.
Don't forget, I'm gonna be doing my simulation of WrestleMania on JP's
Yes.
channel.
When are you doing that again, Bobby?
Whenever you want me to.
How about for Friday's show, the Friday before WrestleMania? That's when I'll do my prediction show.
Hey, that's fine, man.
Works for me.
Because by then, surely God will know the full card.
Say it again?
Surely God by then will know the full card.
Yeah, exactly.
Hopefully. Unless they come up with something else.
I'm just hoping and praying that AJ Styles is ready to go by WrestleMania.
Oh, it should be. It sounds like nothing more than just a sprain.
Well, the
Okay, good.
the whole thing is, and I said this on Monday or Tuesday, or Monday when we found out that he hurt his ankle. I said, I'll tell you this right now: if they don't change the storyline, then they're gonna, as far as you know, he's still gonna wrestle.
Mhm.
And they didn't change the storyline at all.
Right.
He did.
Well, and
He
I'm
did
sorry.
not. He did not get involved in anything. So he
Yeah.
didn't interfere or come in because they were beating the hell out of Shinsuke. But then Shinsuke took care of it, and they played it off as Shinsuke, I can take care of myself, but you can't take care of yourself, kind of.
Oh, God, that promo killed me by Shinsuke, mind you. Oh, my God.
I love his.
Oh.
I love it. Need to face. That's all he needs to say.
Oh,
What did he say? It was something about you should believe in yourself more or something like that.
Say
God, I
it again.
died.
Say it again, Gina. I'm so sorry.
Shinsuke said you should have more confidence in yourself or something like that, and I just died.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I love Shinsuke. He if they just let him go, he doesn't have to say anything. Cause AJ, if you watch the Wrestle Kingdom, they didn't even really say much. They did when they're first. If you pay attention to how Wrestle Kingdom does things, like they'll do a promo, but they'll do a vignette before they come out.
Yep.
So let Shinsuke speak a different language. Put the captions down below what he's saying.
Right?
It's that simple. I don't know why WWE can't understand that as a costume. I mean, they seem to have have to tell us what Kevin Owens is saying when he says fight Owens fight. Why can't they do that for Shinsuke?
All right.
By the way,
What?
I don't know if I cut it. I didn't know if I cut anybody off. Okay. It's rumored that Mania's going to go 6 hours this year.
Okay.
I heard 7.
I heard 7 myself, but that is 4. That's going to start 4. Last year it started 4 my time and ended at 11.
Yeah.
So it went 7 hours last year.
Well, and I think that that's
Are you-
including pre-show and everything, isn't it?
Are you talking main cards going 6 hours, Bobbit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then they might be able to put 10 matches on at 30 minutes apiece.
I mean, I'm okay with that though, because if you think about it, WrestleMania is the biggest show of the year, and how long did New Japan, Bobbit? How long were we watching New Japan that night when they had the I forget what it's called,
Wrestle
the
Wrestle Kingdom.
Wrestling
Kingdom
yeah,
12? Man, the last 2 matches took up an hour.
yeah. I was gonna say because we stayed up, we were watching it on Skype together, and I think we were up all night watching it.
Well, it didn't start till like 3 a.m. though.
Yeah, that's
It
true.
was 4-hour show. From what I added up.
Yeah.
Not including, and that included the Battle Royal thingy that they did. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
At the beginning. So it was like a 3-hour show, like the first, like, I don't think any of their matches weren't on the main card went any less than 20 minutes. I don't think. I could be wrong.
I'm inclined to agree with you there, actually, because I remember watching it, and there
And
weren't any short ones. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
No, you're good. I'm sorry. I keep cutting you off. It's my fault. Go ahead. Finish what you were going to say.
I was just going to say that there weren't any short matches that I can remember.
No.
They were all decent length.
Right, and WrestleMania should allow them to go the full, like, at least 20 minutes. Now, the only match that I could see not going 20 minutes and should be a squash match is the Raw Women's title. If that match goes any more than 5 minutes, I'll be surprised. To be honest with you. How do you really legitimately think Nia, unless she runs around the ring, and that's going to be boring as hell, that Alexa Bliss can hang with Nia Jax?
Absolutely not. The only way that Alexa Bliss is going to be able to keep that title is if they make the storyline where either somebody interferes, either that, or if Nia gets hurt.
Yeah, there's no way. I don't even see Mickie James being an influence on the match at all. I just don't buy that match shouldn't last any more than 5 minutes. I can see, and I would love to see Asuka and Charlotte just go.
Mm.
Let them go for 20, 25 minutes. I think they can do it.
Oh, they absolutely can. Those two can steal the show if they want to.
If they want to, if they let them.
Exactly.
But I think the match. Another match that I don't think should last any more than 5-10 minutes is, of course, Cena Undertaker. Because the Undertaker can't go. Last year, prime example.
Yeah.
He was good for the first few minutes of that match, and then he was done.
Yeah, I think from what I'm hearing anyway, the Undertaker's in a much better shape than last year because he had that hip surgery and he's actually
I understand.
much more agile.
I understand that, but he's still, you got to remember, he's still 53 years old.
Exactly.
So I can understand him being more agile, but can he be agile for 20 to 25 minutes? I just don't see it. Now,
Well, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, because look at Ric Flair. A lot of the time when they were, unless they do a lot of rest moves, which is headlocks, I just don't see that match lasting that long.
Yeah. Well, and I'm not a big fan of this match anyway. I love The Undertaker, but I personally would have rather him not been on this WrestleMania card.
I agree. I said this. I don't mind him being there, just not in the capacity that John Cena wants him to be in. I just don't want to see it. Because what if he comes out there and he's done after the first 3 minutes? You're going to have 20 minutes of John Cena beating the hell out of him? I don't want to see that. Because you're ruining the legacy.
Well, that's one thing that I have to say about Taker. I mean, even last year, you could definitely tell that he was spent. He was done.
Mm-hmm.
But he still went that entire match and he still fought. Mind you, it wasn't normal Undertaker, like we all remember, but he still gave it his all. So
he gave it.
You got to give it to the old guy.
he'll give it everything he's got, but everything that he's got is nowhere close to what it should be for a WrestleMania. Period. No matter what anybody says. Do I want to see him at WrestleMania? I would love to see him at WrestleMania. I don't want to see him wrestling in a match, though. Does John Cena deserve a WrestleMania?
That's what I was just going to say myself.
He has given, and just like The Undertaker, he has given 16 years. He has carried that company for 16 years as the number one guy. And is still considered to be the number one guy. So yes, he deserves to have a WrestleMania. A match. Until he can't do it anymore, John Cena deserves to be there. That's just me.
But in what capacity does John Cena deserve to be there? Like, Bobbitt, don't get mad at me. I know you love him. And I love him too. But I would have personally rather have seen John Cena come out in, like, the men's men's Battle Royale for, like, the Andre the Giant. Because he's still in the company, he's still a leader, but you're seeing him take kind of that back step, letting these new guys shine.
Yes, I agree. But I wouldn't mind him. What I wouldn't mind is him and Undertaker being a host.
That would be good.
To be honest with you, but that's just me. What's the matter?
Stretching out the stomach.
Oh, okay. Heather's stretching out her stomach.
Too much food and alcohol.
But I mean, we'll go over that when I do the prediction show, when Bobbitt does his thing, as well.
And because of something brewing in the chat, I made the suggestion of a match at In Your Swamp, which is going to be Bobbitt's WrestleMania simulation match, or a wrestling show that he's going to put on. If you saw it, Bobbitt.
I don't think he's been paying attention.
Yeah, I've seen it.
What is it?
Bowflex versus Elvis's toilet.
Bowflex versus Elvis's fucking toilet.
Oh, you should totally have Heath Ledger dressed up like Elvis's toilet. I just said Heath Ledger. God damn it! I meant Heath Slater.
Hey.
Just have him come out as Elvis.
Hey.
Freudian slip.
Hey.
Well, since we're fucking this all up, why not get the Columbine Shooter as a tag team?
Oh my God, Bobbitt! What is wrong with you? That's so fucked up.
I know it's not funny, people. I think that's a little too soon. But
Columbine? That was like 20 years ago.
I was gonna say I was a sophomore in high school.
the recent stuff that happened. That's
Yeah.
a little too soon for me. Yeah.
Oh.
What answer? Politics. Cena has pulled coming. But so does The Undertaker, too.
Honestly, The Undertaker has more pull because he was so loyal to the company through the Monday Night Wars that Vince has given him full creative rights to his character. And whatever the fuck he wants to do with The Undertaker, he is allowed to do.
So, if he doesn't want to be at Mania, he won't be at Mania.
Exactly.
There's nothing that Vince can say because he gave him it's in his contract. But I was trying to.
I was really, really hoping that we were going to see the American Badass this year, though. But now with them bringing in Kane,
Well, here's
Yep.
here's a proposal, Gina. We still might see the American Badass, but as the American Badass Undertaker inducting Kid Rock into the Hall of Fame.
oh, good.
That's why
good.
you'll see the American Badass at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Which I'm
Well,
okay
yeah.
with. We were kind of talking about Daniel Bryan. I wasn't so much buying into the whole Daniel Bryan thing as of Tuesday. But the more I look at it, if he can legit and all the crap, did you watch that at all?
Oh my God, I was marking the fuck out.
But the beating that he took,
Mm-hmm.
if he can take that kind of a beating and you could tell that they weren't
Holding back.
no, they did hold back.
Not as much.
They
though.
did.
Not
Because
as
if
much
you've
as-
seen the kick that Kevin Owens gave to Daniel Bryan turned his head as Sami Zayn was pulling him back away. The only thing that made it look good is the way Sami Zayn threw his hands out of the kick. He didn't even touch it.
But then again, you also have to look at the Halua kick that Sami Zayn gave him in the corner.
He did the same thing. They
Well,
showed
but-
it.
In the end, I think that you have to look at the power bomb that he took to the apron on the outside, and
Again,
if he
but
could take that alone,
well, yes, that's where I'm going with this. But it wasn't on the head; it was more on the back. But yes, it's
Yeah.
still on the spine. I get that, and it still could jar his head. But my thing is, if he can take a beating, if he can take, and I'm throwing quotations out there, a beating the way he did on Tuesday, and come out and wrestle at WrestleMania. Because I don't want to see Shane fucking McMahon. I don't want to see, we're already getting Stephanie. I don't want to see another McMahon. Because then that just proves
The McMahons
that the
have to be
McMahons
involved in
have to
everything.
be involved in fucking everything that happens with WrestleMania.
yep.
They own the fucking company. They don't, their name's all over it already. They don't need to be involved in it.
The only problem is I really don't see what other storyline they're going to go with Daniel Bryan,
There is-
unless they go with KO Sammy versus Daniel Bryan and
Yeah,
And Shane.
the more I look at it, that's the way it's going to go. But the thing that pisses me off is why did they drop the story for a month and now they're just bringing it back? Just bringing it back just
Yeah.
because he got cleared. That's sad.
Yeah, I mean, I personally, I mean, I was marking out for Daniel Bryan because I love Daniel Bryan. His speech was amazing. It's hands down the best comeback speech I've ever heard in my life. But what got me even more was the way that they came up, like the way that he was able to come back from this concussion, because you know the procedures that he underwent, right?
Mhm. Right.
Like basically he is the first successful athlete to overcome these concussions by it's like oxygenating the brain.
Say it one more time, Gina. I'm sorry.
They basically did this like experimental procedure where they oxygenated his brain.
Right.
So he's the first successful not only wrestler but athlete of any kind.
You're talking that cryogenic shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That works.
But yeah, I was marking the fuck out. I am a huge Daniel Bryan fan, so I was freaking out.
I mean, I'm glad that he got cleared, but here's why I'm pissed. Y'all know why they kept him out. This proves, beyond a shadow of a doubt, why they kept him out. It has to. You can't say that it's not the reason why. And Bobbitt, don't get mad. It's all about Roman Reigns. And it's frustrating. Not that I don't like Roman Reigns. I've already explained this. This is the company itself doing this to people. That's the wrong way to do business. It's the wrong way, and that's why people are pissed off right now. is because they know that the reason they kept Daniel Bryan out of the WWE was to put Roman in that position, because they knew that if Daniel Bryan was still doing this, still wrestling, Roman Reigns would be put on the back burner by the fans no matter what. It hasn't worked because the fans aren't stupid. So the problem is the WWE is either going to have to turn Roman heel
And completely change the character.
and completely exactly.
Not give
Well, see-
us Roman Reigns after the Shield, but still part of the Shield Part 3.
Yeah. I completely agree. They tried to on Monday night, which kind of made me chuckle because they did like this like almost Stone Cold Attitude Era type thing where they had him arrested and all this other stuff, and I'm like, they're trying to turn him into a heel face just like Stone Cold. And the problem with that is that Roman has so much heat right now. Like Stone Cold never had the amount of heat that Roman has.
Right.
So he has so much heat that they're not going to be able to turn him into a heel / face right away. They're going to have to turn him into a heel, make his character just completely badass to the point where the fans are actually going to start liking him themselves. And most importantly, stop shoving him down our throats.
You know how they do that? Put Daniel Bryan on Raw.
Ooh, yeah. Oh,
That's how you do it.
I seen something today. I hope I'm not cutting anyone off, but I seen something today, and it was the hardest. It was one of the hardest decisions wrestling wise that I've ever had to make. It was Daniel Bryan or Johnny Gargano. Who would you pick in a match?
Gargano.
Gargano.
See, and I chose Bryan just because I love Gargano as well, but I am a huge Daniel Bryan fan, like I said. But that match needs to happen at some point in time.
How old is Daniel Bryan?
He's 30-ish.
Almost 40-ish.
Is
He's
he
like-
really that?
I think he's a couple years younger than Cena. Cena's 40. I think Daniel Bryan's like 37, 38 years old.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Hold on.
If you look at the parallel between, I mean, Gargano is Daniel Bryan in a nutshell. Look at him.
Yeah.
He's
That's-
the underdog.
Not to cut. Yes. Oh, TSS just said it. I was going to say not to cut you off. He's 36.
So, yeah. So, I think Gargano's only 30.
Yeah, but I mean that even still, that match would be.
Oh,
Incredible.
if that match were to happen, whoo-hoo, I'd be done. I probably would I would ejaculate in my pants.
It would be Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles all over again with the hype as far as that. You know, I mean,
Yes.
of course, obviously not the same caliber because I mean this is Shinsuke and AJ, but
I don't know. That might be right up there. I put that really close. Like AJ, Daniel Bryan. Again, I mean, look at the possibilities they have. But I see them, if they really want to make Roman Reigns turn heel, put Daniel Bryan on Raw. And it's okay, WWE, he can still be your number one, because you look at what they did with Stone Cold. He was a heel, but yet he became a face. There's a way to do it. Go back and watch the shit you used to do. And that's okay to revert. That's okay to rewrite Roman. It's all right.
They need to. He's been nothing but Shield Roman since the fucking start on the main card.
Yes.
well, and you know,
I fixed it, you jackass.
I think with with the whole Stone Cold thing is Stone Cold got himself over with the fans. I mean, yes, the storytelling and stuff back then was great, but in the end, it was ultimately up to Stone Cold to come up with these gimmicks and get them over with the fans. and they just fell in love with his whole persona, and that's what Roman needs to do. They need to stop freaking writing him so like strict freaking scripts and all this stuff, because the only time that I like Roman is when he goes off script.
Right.
Which yes, he's been on script, but they've been letting him go out saying, here's what we're doing, go out and cut a promo.
Yeah.
So that's what they need to let their superstars do. Okay, here's what's going on. I mean, would they be involved in wrestling if they didn't want to fucking try to do this shit on their own? Isn't that the dream of every superstar, is to get over themselves like Stone Cold did?
Yeah.
I kind of agree.
AJ is like the HBK of now, Daniel Bryan is the HBK of before, and AJ and Gargano is the HBK of the future. Well, yes. Well, he reminds me more of Daniel Bryan, though, Rain. The reason I say Daniel Bryan is he's the same size. Daniel Bryan is 5'10", 200 pounds.
Yes, but if you think about it, back in that day, Shawn Michaels was one of the smallest of his era.
Well, he was 225 pounds, though.
So he was still one of the smallest of his era. You're talking about the era of King Kong Bundy, Diesel,
I know.
Razor Ramon, everybody close to 300 pounds.
I know. You're preaching to the choir. I'm just saying that this is why I don't know why they have a cruiserweight division. Because there is a lot of wrestlers out there right now that are really big that are well under 205 pounds.
Well, yeah, and then it's. I love 205 Live now. I love what they are doing with that. They have had some incredible matches within the past month or so on there. But I wish that they would keep 205 Live, but don't restrain those wrestlers specifically to that show. Let them branch out every once in a while.
I've been saying that. I've been saying that for. I mean, Joe said it. Joe Cronin, he said it. I know he said it. Yes, people don't like him. JD has said it, and I know that JD is a fucking dickhead. Get it, but he knows his shit. He really does, and I'm not promoting his show. Trust me, he is a dick.
He's an ass.
He is a dick. He does know his shit, though. You have to give him props on that. I will give him props on that. He does know what he's talking about.
Every once in a while, he knows what he's talking about.
Okay. We can agree to disagree. That's fine. I get it. But look at Ricochet. You've got Ricochet coming up. Leo Rush. He's only 150 pounds. Have you ever seen him wrestle? That kid is fucking amazing. Patrick Clark. I mean, he's 220 pounds, but he's 22 years old. He's the future.
EC3.
EC3. He's in his 30s, I think.
Yeah, but he's in NXT, so he's going to be coming up, and it's going to be part of the future.
I don't think he'll be in NXT long. Drew McIntyre's coming back. When he comes back, he'll go to the main roster, and I'm going to answer your question, Chauncey. By the time Drew McIntyre gets to the position that he wants to be in, John Cena will only be there once a year. So stop with the dream fucking matches. That's not a dream match that the WWE wants.
I'm really wondering what they're going to do with this 205 Live division, however, okay, because they only have an hour. And so far, they are getting so many incredible athletes that they can't even showcase all of them on 205 Live right now. And then you look at NXT. I'm sorry?
They're still going to be part of Monday Night Raw.
They haven't had a match on Monday Night Raw in how long?
Yeah. But this is where
I agree.
This is where like they almost have to branch out, because you look at NXT, and a lot of their superstars down in NXT are going to be fitting into the 205 Live range. You know, we got Gargano, Ciampa.
You also
I'm sorry?
You also have to consider this. You have Finn Balor on the main card. He's 195.
Exactly. You know, so that's what I'm saying. Like, how do they pick and choose which ones go to 205 Live and which ones are good enough to go to the main card?
I think somebody like Gargano and Ciampa are going to go to the main card.
I hope so.
Whereas somebody like Andrade, who can barely speak fucking English,
he's over 205. He's 215 pounds.
Yeah. Which means that he's going to go on the main roster, and I personally do not want to see him on the main roster. I don't care for him.
I don't mind him being on the, but he'll be nothing more than a mid-carder, though.
He'll basically be the Hispanic version of Jinder Mahal.
No, he'll be the
Minus the
Hispanic
steroid.
version of Ty Dillinger.
Oh, don't even get me started on Ty.
I hate to say it, but don't. He's. I mean, I said how to. There was a way to get him some. Put him on the. Him and Bobby Roode could have had a great feud.
Mm-hmm.
Why they got? I mean, I understand the whole Randy Orton thing. It's only to get him the Grand Slam championship. Randy Orton can still go, and I'm fine with that. Get the title back on Bobby Roode, and put him. Fuck Jinder Mahal. Put him on 205 Live for all I care. Or put him on fucking house shows. I don't care. Get him off of my fucking. I don't even want to see that fucking guy. I can't fucking stand that guy. Fucking horrible. They're going, and I'm okay with Randy Orton having the title for right now, but it would have been better if they would have put Ty Dillinger in a program with Bobby Roode, and this is how you turn Bobby Roode heel. Because Ty Dillinger is getting under his fucking skin.
Yeah.
You know,
Or
that Ty Dillinger can get under your skin if you do it right.
Or you look at guys like Mojo Rawley, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I know that most people don't like Mojo, but I happen to like Mojo.
Okay.
You look at him, and just at this past pay-per-view, they had a great pre-show match. You know, of course, it was Ty Dillinger and the Fashion Police, or whatever they call themselves now, against, I don't even remember, it was Mojo Rawley and somebody else.
It was probably Zack Ryder, because that's when they were attacking.
No, this was just recently at this last pay-per-view. But I can't remember who his...
This last pay-per-view, Mojo was in a three-way with
Yeah.
Chad and Gable. Chad and Gable,
there you go, thank you. But
Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah, and that started off of a tweet back and forth between Ty Dillinger and Mojo Rawley. So right there they had an opportunity to start a feud between these two guys that are pretty low card. I mean, yeah, I know Ty Dillinger has the whole 10 thing, but he's lost a lot of his momentum.
Well,
you know.
And that's not even his own fault. That's because they brought him out
Exactly.
at the fucking Royal Rumble 2 years ago, and then fucking sat there and said, "Okay, you did your job. Go sit in the fucking corner again."
Exactly. And they kind of did a similar thing with Mojo. So they had an opportunity there to take two low-lying cards and raise them up and put them in a feud. I mean, they're both very capable. They're
Absolutely.
both very, very capable.
I believe they could be. However, you need to get Mojo away from that hype bros shit.
He is now. He's turned heel.
That's it right
Yeah.
there. He comes out on the fucking ramp and then goes into scrimmage mode. It's like, no, dude, you're a wrestler, not a football player anymore. Move on
Exactly.
from that life.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting back here, I'm letting Gina and Heather take over the show. Fuck it, I don't care.
Well, it's a good topic. I mean,
But you guys keep going. You're good.
well, she had to step away.
Well, keep going.
I'm reading the chat. If you don't mind.
You're yelling at me. Jesus Christ, she's all about the chat. That's why she pauses a lot during her show.
I'm sorry.
It's
I
okay,
actually
it's
listen
alright.
to my fans.
Just give me a hard time.
Well, that's the problem, Rain. He had a chance at a world title, and he was fucking shit.
They should have. Well, this is the way you should have done Jinder. They should have put the U.S. title on him first to see how it worked, and then because you don't just put. That's why you see Shawn Michaels, prime fucking example. Before they gave him the world title, they put the Intercontinental title on him to see how he handled having a title, and it worked. With Jinder Mahal,
It doesn't
what you
work.
see is what you get. You get a guy that cannot fucking finish an easy fucking finisher. All it is a Cobra Clutch Slam. And I can put it on Heather right now and probably do it better than Jinder Mahal, but I won't do that because I don't want to hurt her. I need her later. So,
We did not need to know that.
so
Now, what it comes down to is the fact that I'm going to sum this up for everybody right fucking now.
okay, Heather.
Last pay-per-view, on the fucking pre-show, what did Jinder Mahal say?
Oh, he's
No. What did fucking Jinder Mahal say? I want to be champion and #1 contender. Motherfucker, do you not listen to yourself before you speak?
He did. That's exactly what he said.
Really, you want to be #1 contender for a title you're already fucking holding. And it's a mid-card title.
No, that's the title. Or a title that he wants. What you said he is holding.
I don't think that Jinder Mahal has done anything
Okay, I see.
to earn.
When you speak fast as fuck.
That's New York for you.
Fucking down. Shit.
That's New York for you. 32 years of that you're going to have to learn. Now, what were you saying, Gina, before he interrupted?
It's okay. I was just saying that I personally don't think that Jinder has done jack shit to earn anything. It's like this 3-way match for the U.S. title that they have now. Like, what the fuck did he do to earn any of that? Like, I get it, okay? He beat Bobby Roode.
Gina, before you go on, can I answer that real quick?
Yeah.
It's an easy answer. He's a former world heavyweight title holder.
And I understand that, but
And
did
I'm
he even
agreeing with
deserve that
No.
to begin with?
That's what we were talking about when you stepped away.
Okay, I'm going to sit
Oh,
there.
okay.
I'm going to sit there and further bring on Gina's point here. When he came back, it was in a last-ditch effort fight with Heath Slater. Last person on the roster kind of deal going on there. And then next thing you know, 4 months later, he gets put into a title shot? What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, I know that he had matches with Randy Orton, and they had a little bit of a thing going on there for a little while, and he just recently beat Bobby Roode, but I still, in my eyes, he still has not done anything to earn this title shot.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm going to answer Chauncey's question real quick.
Yep.
Chauncey, if they're having so much trouble with if you put the 220 weight limit on fucking for the cruiserweight division, you might as well not have a fucking WWE title.
Yeah.
Because everybody that is over, like AJ Styles, is 218 pounds. You gonna put him on the cruiserweight division? Sami Zayn, 215 pounds. You gonna put him on the fucking cruiserweight division? I don't think so.
Finn Balor.
Finn Balor is already 195 pounds. Who else is under 220? That's a top contender.
Dean Ambrose. He's exactly
Dean
220.
Ambrose, he's exactly 220 pounds.
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins, he's under 220 pounds.
Bobby Roode.
So fuck, get rid of the 205 weight limit. You can still have the cruiserweight title. Those guys that are cruiserweights, you can set the weight limit. Hear me out. You can set the weight limit like they did before, but that doesn't mean that they can't contend for the Intercontinental title or the heavyweight title.
Like Rey
Exactly.
Mysterio did.
Chris Jericho. Prime example, when he came to the WWE, they had the cruiserweight title. He was 215 pounds.
Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio.
Eddie Guerrero.
He's lighter than fucking Finn Balor. No, Eddie Guerrero got up to that. Again, I had it to do
Yeah.
with
Well,
steroids.
Exactly.
You know, like, back in the day, like, late 90s, early 2000s, when I first started, like, initially started watching wrestling, I remember guys like, Crash Holly Like Crash Holly was big, but then you had guys like Hurricane Helms who were small, but yet they were still both fighting for the cruiserweight title.
You mean Hardcore Holly?
No, I'm talking about Crash Holly, Hardcore's cousin.
What do you mean he was big? I thought he was only like.
He
200
was
pounds.
he was really short, but he was stocky.
What was his weight? I don't.
I think he was like 230.
Oh,
I think so, but he was fighting Hurricane Helms for the cruiserweight title. You know,
Not on the right computer for it.
Go ahead. You're good.
Yeah, so I mean, you had all these different guys that were fighting for the cruiserweight title, and then they had the hardcore title, which I miss so much. But you would have guys fighting for the hardcore. It was basically a free for all. Like whoever wanted to go for whatever title did.
Right.
They weren't limited so much, and I realize that they have those limitations now, basically to protect everybody for their health wise and protect from injury and all that. I get it. But in the same sense, it's kind of taking away from that
Oh shit.
unexpected.
225? So I went too far.
5'9", 225.
I went too far.
Yeah, it's taking away from like the excitement of it all, you know, because there's never that excitement of like not being able to anticipate who's going to come out
Mhm.
to fight for that title, you know.
Right.
Yep. No. Totally agree. There's just no. It's all about. Yeah. The brand split is kind of
Killing the rosters at the moment.
a little bit. I thought it'd give the roster those that like Ty Dillinger and
Unfortunately, they keep finding ways to bury him.
Rusev. Even though Rusev is over, if you notice, if you watched Monday,
You mean Tuesday.
Tuesday, they did not play his music.
To be fair, they didn't play AJ's music either, and he was sitting at
I
ringside.
understand that. I don't know what the hell they were doing for that, but then again, that match wasn't about AJ, so
Right.
that's why. That I can understand.
I think the only reason why they didn't play his entrance was maybe because of, you know, the ankle injury that he didn't walk down the way he normally does.
That might be, but again, that was a match that Shinsuke was in. Because I've noticed that sometimes they don't do that, even when the guy's in a match, and the guy that he's feuding with comes down, they don't play his music all the time.
Yeah, they go to
Every now and
commercial
then
and
they
then
do.
come back and he's there.
Every now and then they do, but not always. But I would say and I said it, the reason why that they aren't playing Rusev's music, who was in that match, because they're burying Rusev.
I mean, they've had him do nothing but lose
They-
matches for the
They
past
don't want
3 weeks
They
now.
do not want Rusev Day over.
Well, and you know that this is the reason why a lot of fans get mad at the WWE, because sometimes they listen, sometimes they do, but
Right.
most of the time they don't.
I get
Right.
it. But I just don't want, and this is where I get like people like snapping at me in the chat and all that shit. I'm like, I'm just telling you what. Don't get mad at me if all of a sudden Rusev isn't on TV anymore. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. You know, I get it. I want Rusev to. Rusev should never have been not in a main card position. He shouldn't have had to have fought. He was over before.
Well, they had him over as a heel, and then for some odd reason they stopped with him. And then all of a sudden,
He got hurt.
now he's over as a face, and they're not capitalizing on it.
He got this last time he got hurt before they put him in the feud with John Cena at that pay-per-view with that god-awful flag match.
Yep, I remember.
That is because he was hurt. He was legit hurt.
Yeah.
So they had to give him some time off. He had like a foot injury.
That was the time before that. Because he came back still wearing the cast, and then all of a sudden, oh, he's not hurt anymore because he attacked somebody while still wearing the cast.
Well, for whatever reason he missed, he came back. They buried him then, and thank God they put. I don't like Rusev Day. I don't get it. Just saying. I don't want
Rusev Day.
to be that guy. I just don't get it. But Rusev is over. The WWE doesn't want him to doesn't want his gimmick taking away from what they're trying to do. So for right now, until after WrestleMania, they are going to take him away. They might put him back in there and put him in a feud again with Shinsuke. But I don't think he'll win the title off of him, because I see Finn Balor coming over to SmackDown, and him and Finn Balor, Shinsuke and Finn Balor being in a match at SummerSlam. That's what I see. If that happens, I don't know. So Finn Balor may get his title shot at SummerSlam. Gina should be all giddy with excitement.
I'm actually thinking that Finn's gonna win the title at WrestleMania.
What title? Oh,
The
The
Raw.
Intercontinental
Oh,
Championship.
I'm okay with that. Trading him over to, they could do what they did last time. Having him lose the title over on, like they did last year with The Miz and Dean Ambrose. When they did the brand split,
Oh, the shake-up, you mean?
the shake-up, when Dean Ambrose won the Intercontinental title.
Yep.
And then they ended up bringing The Miz over there anyway. But
Well, that's what started it, actually.
I think they're going to take and put Finn Balor as the Intercontinental Champion. They're going to put the U.S. Champion on Raw. I think they're going to do that. They're not going to do it with the Universal title and the WWE title. They're going to stay. But I just see Finn Balor actually, because who wouldn't want to see Shinsuke and Finn Balor go at it?
Oh yeah, their NXT match was great.
Okay, there you go.
You know the two that I want to see go head to head very, very badly. And they've done it in NXT already, and their match was phenomenal. I want to see Finn Balor and Sami Zayn go head to head again.
That's a match we have not seen since NXT.
I want to see Finn Balor and
Exactly.
Shinsuke go head to head.
Yeah. Finn Balor and Shinsuke were great in
I'm
NXT.
sorry, I mean Sammy and Shinsuke.
Oh, I don't know if they ever did that in
I don't
NXT.
think they did.
Yes, Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura's first match, NXT TakeOver Dallas.
Okay, I
They
didn't watch
was
the
match of
takeover.
the year.
I didn't watch the takeover.
I
as
know,
much
but
as
I'm
that
just
time.
saying it was match of the year in the WWE.
Okay. I didn't watch it.
I have to watch it.
I'm gonna have to
watch
go
it on
back
my
and watch
laptop,
that.
That's not connected to the internet.
I don't really watch it.
But
Damn, watch it.
but yeah, the
Go ahead.
Sami Zayn and Finn Balor match was just that was probably one of my favorite matches in NXT.
But now we also have to remember, them being on the main card, you're not going to get that same kind of match. You're going to get something that's held back because
Yep.
of WWE Creative.
Right.
Well, like
Yeah,
I
that's a
said,
very, very, very good point.
like I said, I think they're turning the corner. How far
I-
that corner takes, I don't know.
You know, and I've kind of noticed that the WWE is starting to pay a little bit more attention to what the fans are saying, because I read an article the other day. Triple H was talking about 205 Live, and the reason why they did the shake-up thing with the new general manager and stuff for 205 Live is because Triple H said that they were definitely noticing that the fans were not getting behind it. So they tried to shake it up a little bit, you know, and now the fans are behind it, so he said it's doing good. They just need to do that with the main roster.
Okay,
Yeah.
now Rain brought up a good question in the chat. Who do you think they're going to switch over with the draft?
Ooh.
I didn't already tell you. What?
For some odd reason, I see Asuka going to SmackDown.
Oh, she kind of
Well,
has
that's
to. She's going to be the champion.
She's
Yeah.
gonna be the champion. She's gonna be Charlotte.
Yeah, and then I see Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens going to Raw.
I don't. I see Kevin Owens going to Raw, and I see Sami Zayn staying. You'll get your because here I'll tell you who I see. I see Kevin Owens going, and then Finn Balor coming over, and then Sami Zayn and Finn Balor have it out for the U.S. or the Intercontinental title. Sami Zayn takes the title off of Finn Balor, then Finn Balor starts building a feud with Shinsuke. Because he needs his rematch. He needs his title shot. He deserves his title shot.
And that would be a great match for next year's WrestleMania.
Yeah, you could do that, but I don't know. We'll see though. That's just what I see. But that's me. And then I'm gonna let the girls discuss.
Sean, see, the problem with 205 getting a women's division is 90% of the girls are actually under 205 pounds. So
Actually, Gina, it's 99% because Nia Jax is the only one that's under.
exactly.
Only
So
under 200 pounds.
so basically, that would be the entire women's division.
Why are you proposing that garbage?
Anyway,
Jeez Christ. Back on task.
I'm gonna throw another loophole in here. With who I think they're gonna switch over.
What?
I think we're gonna get Finn Balor on SmackDown.
Wrong.
Shut up. I gave you your turn. Also, Gallows and Anderson. And then we have the feud of AJ and Finn Balor for who's the rightful leader of the Bullet Club.
Ooh, that's good.
You can't do that. You can't use a Bullet Club though.
Well, the club.
Yep,
There you go.
the club. Yeah.
That I can
Ooh,
see.
that's good. I like that.
See, that's my creative mind. WWE, hire me.
I like that. Actually, that's a good. I never thought of it that way. That's actually not. I thought they'd just have them all join.
Well, AJ's
You
going to be
know-
retiring soon because he wants to be with his kids. That's the perfect way to do it.
You know, if they need a bodyguard for Oscar, you know, I'm always available.
There we go.
Bob, but that wouldn't work because, you know, the whole point of a bodyguard is to, like, protect and, like, not touch the girl. And then you would just be, like, pawing at her all the time.
No, I can imagine him just sitting there just every day, just go poke on the shoulder and be like, that's enough.
Here's the thing that gets me with the WWE. Candice LeRae. Asuka. And I think that's pretty much it. Are the only them two actually fought men in rings consistently. Like Asuka was a tag team partner with Kenny Omega.
Right. And you can't look at this mixed match challenge thing that's going on with the WWE on Facebook because when one person's tagged in, the other person's partner has to get in the ring. However, yes, with those matches, the women have indeed gotten involved and smacked or smacked the men or broken up a pinfall between the men.
Asuka
Indeed.
Asuka did.
Charlotte did also.
Yeah, well, Asuka just did it last week.
Right. So, but that's not actually fighting against the men. Keeping that in mind, continue.
Go ahead. Or not.
I didn't know where you were going with that. Because it was your point that you were bringing up.
I was just going to say, I don't know why the WWE ever went the fuck away from men and women fighting. Because they do it in every other wrestling promotion. I get why they're doing it. But if you want to empower women, there is nothing wrong with having Asuka come out and slap the fucking shit out of fucking Roman Reigns for being a dumbass. There's absolutely. If I'm using that as an example.
Right.
Do you get where I'm going with this or no?
I do. Because it was only as recent as the Ruthless Aggression era
Yeah.
that the women were fighting against the men. I mean, Lita King. Actually, that was during the Attitude era. Sorry, I'm wrong here. Lita came out and helped the Hardy Boys during a ladder match
Yeah.
by moonsaulting Rhino.
Yeah. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with a woman standing up for herself and hitting a guy. But I will say this: there is nothing wrong with a guy hitting a woman. Hear me out, people. Don't get fucking excited. There's nothing wrong with
In the capacity of a match.
if a woman hits a guy, does the guy not have a right to at least defend himself?
I agree with it.
Gina, do you agree with that statement or no?
So if you were the one to make the first move and you slap the shit out of a guy for no fucking reason.
And I'm not saying that they legit just beat the shit out of fucking Asuka.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, you get what do you understand where I'm going with this?
Yeah, I do actually. Because it's funny that you bring this up because I think it was last week or the week before when the mixed match challenge when Charlotte Flair kept on freaking smacking Rusev. And I'm just like getting pissed. I'm watching it and I'm like, okay.
Rusev, slap her back.
Well, I'm sitting there and I'm going, okay, well, first of all, why are they not being disqualified? Because according to WWE rules, they're not supposed to like react with each other. Like the mixed genders are not supposed to touch each other. So why are they not getting disqualified, first of all? And second of all, Rusev pick her ass up and just go throw her at Bobby Roode. Like, you don't even have to hit her. Just pick her up and just throw her at him.
Ember Moon's fighting this too. I just remember that. Yep. Yeah. I'm sick of this. With the way the world, you know how in the army, if you don't pay attention to what's going on in the news today, we have transgenders in the army. And women want to do the same thing as men. Well, if they want to do the same thing as men, they want to be involved in matches with men. All right, get rid of the women's division. I mean, it'll never happen. They'll never get to that far. But there's not like China.
Thank you.
I mean, she had a chance at a world title.
She held the Intercontinental title.
She was in a feud with Hunter for the world title, and Hunter ended up winning. But she had a chance at winning the world title. All she had to do was beat Triple H.
Oh yeah, or you take like China or Beth Phoenix. They were both in the men's Royal Rumble.
And Karma.
Yep, her too. I mean, they were all in the men's Royal Rumble. So I mean, in a way, I feel that the women's division on Raw and SmackDown has taken a huge step forward as far as like prestige and matches and
Actually
things
being
like
women
that.
fighters and not divas.
Exactly. In that capacity, they have taken a huge step forward. But in trying to obviously in trying to equalize and in trying to be against domestic violence and all that as much as the WWE is, they have taken away the women's right to stand up for themselves, and not only that, but their right to go after whatever they want to go after, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, Nia Jax should not be fighting for the women's title. She should be fighting for the U.S. title. I'm sorry. Or the Intercontinental title.
Absolutely. You know, I mean, they're restricting these women to just the women's division. And, like, that's what I mean. You know, they're being restricted. Even though they're at probably undoubtedly the greatest place that women's wrestling has ever been. And I'm so proud of that, of where they are. But they're still restricting them.
They are. And it's ridiculous. I mean, we're supposed to be equal. Yes, you made the women's titles look exactly like the fucking men's title. Good job! Now you got somebody who's built like a brick shithouse, Miss Nia Jax, fighting these toothpicks. That's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all she can fight. Either you sit there and get more women like her and make the division more equal, or you fucking let her fight the men.
I am hoping and praying that as soon as Jazzy gets better, that she's recovering right now, but I am praying that they bring her in.
Her, Piper Niven, they would have been perfect.
Yep. And look at the Women's Royal Rumble. Look at the pop that you heard from the crowd when Beth Phoenix was facing Nia Jax in the middle of the
Exactly. They want that kind of even competition with the women when it comes to Nia Jax. Because otherwise, they fucking put toothpicks up against her, especially if they're jobbers in those dark matches.
Yeah.
Merge, you're wrong.
Oh, Jesus.
Merge, you're wrong. They are not doing to the women what they did to the WCW cruiserweights. They did not allow. You're missing the point, I think, Merge. What they're saying, and I'm listening and kind of reading the chat, and Chauncey, I don't know what the fuck you said to Wayne, but he was joking. But they are not doing what. There's no way. The women have come a far cry. They buried Eric Bischoff buried the cruiserweight division. They weren't allowed to go any further. Yes, the WWE is doing the same thing to a Cedric Alexander and a Mustafa Ali. But here's the thing. Triple H, and I keep bringing his name up, and I'm going to keep bringing his name up. He is running 205 Live. Have you seen anybody? Not saying, I mean, look at Finn Balor. He's not buried. Well,
Yeah,
right now, yes. I don't think it'll ever happen because the WWE doesn't want this whole, well, a guy cannot hit a woman.
Because that whole Me Too movement.
Yeah.
However, there is a way of doing it that it's not just a man beating up on a woman. Because you got Nia Jax. You also have Charlotte, who is no slouch in that division, that little section of women either.
Asuka,
Thank you.
Ember Moon,
Oh, she's still in NXT right now.
Candice LeRae. I'm telling you,
Still in NXT.
Candice LeRae took a super kick party from the Young Bucks and ended up winning the match. So
It's all about proper storytelling
you're
and
not-
making the matches believable with these selections. What they have for the women's division with Nia Jax is not believable. I'm sorry.
No.
I mean, Alexa Bliss comes up to my tits, and you're expecting us to believe that she's going to beat Nia Jax?
Especially
Not unless
since
Mickie
the
James
story.
is on the outside tripping up the fat beast. I'm sorry.
Exactly. Especially since the storylines that they have been coming up with for Alexa Bliss is basically looking her like a weak, just minuscule little girl who needs protection constantly. Because for the past year, do you remember at any point in time Alexa Bliss actually ever being alone?
Or winning a match by herself? No.
Exactly.
wow.
There was always interference either from somebody that she was with her
Excuse me?
or somebody that was on the other
By
side.
herself at the elimination chamber.
I'm talking.
I mean-
No, I am talking fresh one-on-one
Oh,
by
no.
herself.
Alexa-
Fuck no, Alexa Bliss cannot
Alexa,
do it.
Here, y'all know how I feel about Alexa Bliss. I think she's fucking god awful. They need to take the title off of her. I don't care who they put it on, but put it on her. Go ahead, Matt. What's your question? You can ask the girls too. They might know more than I do.
Well, let me just say quickly that whole storyline that they did last Monday pissed me the fuck off with Alexa. No, it wasn't last Monday. Sorry, the Monday before.
Okay.
With Alexa Bliss, Mickie James,
Yes.
how they were doing that whole bullying thing.
Can I?
It pissed me off because this is coming from a company that is notorious for their anti-bully campaigns, and they're pulling this shit.
Let me elaborate. Let me elaborate on that real quick. Gina. Don't. If Nia Jax, if she didn't want to do it, they asked her. They said, "You want to do this?" She's like, "I'm okay with it." What is it leading to? Is it leading to a bullshit story? Because you know who she's related to.
The Rock.
Exactly.
Well, the whole annoying line.
Remember when
really.
she walked out of the company? Walked out, took that break.
Yep.
The Rock told her, if you need time, go take your time. Figure out what you want to do. So they're actually, Nia Jax is actually okay with that, as long as it leads to her being built. Not so much, not saying winning the title. I mean, she's gonna win it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable that Nia's gonna lose.
Again, unless Mickey James gets involved, furthering the image that Alexa Bliss is a cheap piece of shit.
It would have to be something along the lines of Awesome Kong coming back and doing something. I don't even think Mickey James getting involved is gonna do anything.
Unless Mickey James gets involved to the point that Alexa gets disqualified, and therefore she still
Well,
keeps the title.
That's true. Well, then they have to make a no disqualification, which whatever. But I don't think, and yes, I get if that wasn't the case, then WWE is wrong. I agree with you, Gina, but I think Nia is okay with it because I don't think the WWE legitimately would go forward with what they're doing if they didn't think that Nia was okay with it.
Yeah, and I completely agree with you there. I have no doubt in my mind that Nia is okay with the storyline. What I was more pissed about is the fact that they're constantly saying that they need to make these women
Role models.
look a certain way so that they're role models for these little girls. Well, you have a little girl at home. Let's say my little girl, 6 years old. She's sitting at home and she's watching this. She's not going to know that this is a storyline.
Right.
You know, she's not going to know that that Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax are actually best friends in real life. She's not going to know any of that. So that's what I was saying, is that they're putting the wrong image out to these young girls that are watching and don't quite understand
Right. And
what's going on yet.
And here's all I'm gonna say to this, and I know you are. You're a great parent. If my daughter was watching this and she was confused, why is she being mean to her? I would tell her they're just telling a story. Have you ever, the moral of the story kind of stories?
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. The moral of the story, you want to pick on somebody, you better be able to back it the fuck up. Because that's what's
Right.
going to happen to Alexa Bliss.
Yeah. I mean, and I know that the storyline, I know that there was really no other real direction that they could go with it. It was a necessary change to the storyline. It's just, I don't know, maybe it's because my daughter's going through bullying at school herself right now that I was like,
No, I get it. I totally get it. So then she should be, does she like Alexa Bliss?
Actually, she doesn't. For some odd reason, she likes Alicia Fox.
No, I know, but does she like Nia Jax?
She does like Nia Jax.
Then tell her to sit and watch Nia Jax. Well, not. This is not how you deal with the situation, but it's hard for me to explain because yes,
Yeah.
the WWE is not the answer to it. This is where parents got to step in, and I know you do. You're a great
Yeah.
parent, Gina. Don't think that I'm not telling you how to parent.
Oh, no.
Parents today with the WWE could go back to the ruthless aggression era so freaking easily if parents would learn how to fucking parent.
And not just sit there and say, sit down, watch this, leave me alone for 5 minutes.
Exactly.
They could so easily do it. So easily do it. Somebody just asked me 2 questions in the chat, and then you guys can go back to talk. We can go back to talking what we're talking about. Because what we're talking about now is really good.
Yeah.
JCS Army Matt asked, do you watch hockey, and who do you want to win the Stanley Cup? Yes, I do watch hockey. Hockey is one of my favorite sports. And who do I want to win? Babe Bobbitt, do you want to get on camera here?
Bobbitt, you still
Bobbitt?
here?
You still here?
Bobbitt?
Bobbitt?
I don't know where he went.
Bobbitt?
He might have stepped away. The Nashville Predators.
Yo,
There we go.
Get on camera.
get on camera, okay.
We gotta ask the hockey question.
Yeah, ask the hockey question. We'll come back to the wrestling because it was a really great
Actually-
discussion that we need to go back to.
It's almost 9:30. I know.
Do you watch hockey? And this is a question for me. Do you watch hockey? And who do you want to win the Stanley Cup? Yes, I do watch hockey. Bob, and who do you want to win the Stanley Cup?
The Nashville Predators.
And I'm with Bob. Why? Because they have like 5 players from the University of Wisconsin on there. I don't have a team, so is Bob watching Oscar again? Probably not. He's probably just that step away. But no, I just wanted to throw that out there. And then
No, I was playing Mario Kart as somebody was asking.
oh no, yeah, it's JCS Army Man. It's like
Okay.
asking. Nope, I just wanted to throw that out there. Yes, Bob and I both want the Nashville Predators to win the Stanley Cup. So there's your answer. But so back to the WWE thing real quick, and then we're going to go because we got to call into Ken. I hate to do that. I didn't realize what time it was. It's all about the parents and how they parent when we're talking about the WWE as a whole. That's why the Attitude Era, although considered one of the greatest eras ever in WWE, was also one of the worst because it assumed that violence was okay against women, or bullying was okay, or whatever. So we're now combating that. And the WWE is kind of trying to combat it, but they're kind of going about it the wrong way, in my opinion.
Yeah, I personally see more of the ruthless aggression era coming back a little bit, because they are getting a little bit edgier with the stuff that they're doing now. However, it's not obviously not as edgy as it was during the Attitude Era, and I think that that's kind of where they need to stay. They need to stay on the borderline, right where like the fans love it, but yet they're not crossing any boundaries.
Right. Yeah, and that's the whole point. But then, like I said, it all comes back to parenting. If there's like a questionable scene, and they do kind of do it. If you don't want to see this, if you don't want your children to see this, have them step away. It's not that hard. And then the parent makes that judgment call as to where, like Austin, because they'll never, their suggestive dialogue is no, it's TV 14. TV PG is parental guidance.
And if y'all remember, I pointed it out. There was a Skype call with friends in this little circle here when Steve Austin came out for Raw 25. He did have them middle fingers flying, and they did show it on camera.
Yes, they did. So I think if they go back to like a ruthless aggression type of era, they'll be much better off.
Mm-hmm.
These guys will add, so these superstars will be able to. Roman Reigns will probably thrive in this era if they do it right.
Oh yeah, Roman has the capacity to be an amazing heel.
Absolutely.
I mean, you look at him alone, and I mean, okay, not a Roman fan so much, but I mean, the guy is hot as hell, okay, and he has that heel look. Like, you look at him and you just think, badass.
So,
You know?
Yep, no, I agree. So I'm going to say this. He was a heel. When the Shield first came up, they were all heels. What did he say?
Nothing.
And he was over as fuck. He didn't have to say a goddamn word. Didn't have to say a word.
Yeah, he just basically stood there like, you know, some machine. But it worked.
Yes, nobody cared, but now that they allowed him to talk, now everybody's like, oh god, we gotta listen to this crap again.
The whole problem is, again, he is Roman Reigns, not part of the Shield, but still part of the Shield, version 3.
Mm. And I don't even think that it's so much that people hate hearing him talk. I think it's just more or less that people are just so sick and tired of him being shoved down our face week after week after week.
This is why they need to change his character entirely, like they did for the Usos, his cousins.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and the Usos they're more over now than they've ever been.
Exactly.
Yep. Even when they had their clown gimmick thingy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Totally agree. Well, this has been a great conversation. It's turned into a wrestling conversation, but hey, it happens. You're sitting down because you're calm. But Gina, I want to thank you for being here. It would have been great to have seen you in person and you being here. But hey, that happens. We'll get together before you go back down south.
Yeah, we definitely will. We'll arrange sometime
And we'll
to get together.
We'll surprise you with the stream. I'm sure. Bobbit, thanks for being here, of course. You're always here. He's my boy. He does my thumbnails for Mondays and Tuesdays and Thursdays. Very appreciative. Tara, thank you for the I mean, I love that right there. In fact, I think Heather looked over at me. I think that's gonna be my tattoo.
Without the words.
Without the words.
Unless you want the words, I don't care.
But that's gonna be my tattoo, I guess. I could go with the I don't know, maybe Cold Bone Show on only on YouTube thing, but not that big. That's
No, of course not. I mean, if anything, I would sit there and see if they could put the Cold Bone Show right in the banner and not have it only on YouTube.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
But thank you to Tara Wilson for that. Drew's derailed gatekeeper's wife is very appreciative of that. Fucking love it. I wasn't expecting that, and that was shown to me on Thursday.
My little secret plan.
I want to thank everybody for showing up here. It was very appreciative. Thanks for your questions. Thanks for your topics. We will see you on Monday. Maybe it depends on if Heather might see me Sunday if Heather does a gaming stream. She was gonna do it today, but
Internet issues with the
fucking
PlayStation.
internet here wouldn't let her connect. So maybe tomorrow if we get home, which we will. We'll get home. I'll have her set up and tell her to fucking go live. Because she needs to get more content out there. She does. She needs to get some followers and stuff. So I want to thank everybody for being here, and I will talk to you all tomorrow, possibly, if I can counter into it. Everybody get over to Ken's, because I think we're gonna try to get on there and call into Ken. I told him I would, so.
And for everybody that's on the Foulmouth Nation channel, because the Foulmouth Network channel is still down for right now. So head on over there, give them a watch, give them a like, and share out their stream as well. And thank you everybody for being here tonight.
Love you guys. I will talk to you tomorrow, if not on Twitter. Y'all have a great night. Good show, guys. I usually talk during the music, so if it sounds like we're off, we're not off. We're still on. It's just...
Hey.
You can talk.
Oh my goodness. It's been a day.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Believe.
Now I can use my real voice. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, but yeah, you guys, thank you so much for having me on tonight. I'm so sorry I couldn't make it there.
You have nothing to worry about, Gina. I'm heartbroken, but I'm okay. Because it was going to be one of those shock and awe things. Because we weren't even going to do a show. Because they kept saying, I'm not going to do a show, I'm not going to do a show, I'm not going to do a show. And then...
There we are, and there's Miss Gina right behind us.
No.
I know, and I know that you guys had planned on doing that, so this morning I was just like, oh, shit.
Well, it happens, family first. Like I said, family first.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But thank you guys so much for having me on tonight. I am actually going to hop off because I got to go check on him before I head over to Ken, so.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. We'll see you over there.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
Thanks again, guys. Love you guys.
Talk to you
Bye.
later.
Bye.
I'm gonna be all alone tonight until Drew calls me.